Oh, how are you? Thanks for joining us tonight. Hi, hello. I recognize you. Thanks for tuning in. I am David Crennan. You are watching Never Telling Me the Odds, the Star Wars RPG podcast and stream, where we play through the Star Wars RPG by Fantasy Flight Games. Woo. Yay. I love it. I love it. I got the book right here.
All right.
Thank you, Sam Stewart.
Yes, I always get
Final
the name
Fantasy?
wrong. There's Fantasy Flight Games.
Fantasy Flight
Games.
That's
Yeah.
true. That's what I said was completely wrong.
I always make this mistake.
And if I had given it even a half a second of thought, I would have realized that.
At like Gen Con, I met
Perception
in
check.
person with like one of their like,
Perception check in
big
life.
wigs, and I was like, oh my
I rolled
god,
a natural one.
it's so great to meet you. I absolutely love Final Fantasy games. And exactly, and he was just like, and then I'm still kicking myself over that one. Fantasy Flight, FFG. Anyway, so we are playing through the Star Wars RPG tonight. Very fun. This is part 3 of Back to Alderaan, which has been our time-traveling style adventure. These two, and we'll learn who all these beautiful people are. These two are have gotten lost basically in the wrong timeline due to time travel shenanigans.
So wrong.
So you're in a dark timeline where the Empire defeated the rebellion.
And
That's how I feel every day
Rule the galaxy.
in this world.
It's very accessible emotions.
Yes.
This is, yes.
Yeah.
I also, when I'm planning it, I'll be like, oh, wait a minute, am I just writing what I see right now in the world around me? I am, that's fine. These two play characters from the said dark timeline, so you're from the galaxy where the Empire won, and that's all you know.
all I know.
Like it's great. It's great here.
And this is all taking place on Alderaan, which in this timeline wasn't destroyed, it was merely badly
Winged.
scarred. Yeah, they winged it.
Maimed.
They scarred it. They maimed Alderaan, and it's now being turned into. Well, we'll find out. Oh my God, there's so much. But I don't want to bore you with that right now. What I want to do is introduce all these beautiful people we'll be playing with. Amazing, talented, funny, charismatic people. Let's start with Zeke. Just a little bit about who you're playing.
Yes, I am playing Renzik Poi. Renzik Poi is a Caloran. He looks kind of like Piccolo from Dragon Ball Z. Thank you, David, for throwing that reference out.
Well, I almost wish I hadn't.
I was like, it's so close. I was like, how many combinations and permutations of the creature from the Black Lagoon can I come up with? But so yeah.
Yes, because you are kind of fishman. You've got gills.
Exactly.
Wait.
So you're like Piccolo plus Shape of Water.
Yeah.
For a second there, you were Shape of Water.
Yeah.
Are you a sexy fish man?
He is a sexy fish man.
No, he's a sexy fishman.
How did I miss that you were a sexy fish man
He's a
this whole
sexy
time?
fish man.
But with antennas.
But with antennas.
Yeah.
I caught the fish man. I was solidly on board
Well,
with
as someone who's not a fish person, whether or not you find that fish man sexy or not, it's debatable.
Yeah.
Two other fishmen and fish women.
Fishmen especially.
You may be a little bit too into yourself.
You're great.
That's
really
possible.
notice.
That's
I think
possible.
that's really where all of this stems from.
Yeah, everyone else is. Yeah, everyone else is just blips on your radar of sexiness, and you're just the towering beep.
Like you haven't done anything to cultivate your sexiness, have you?
No.
Like have you?
It's natural.
It's the natural. I woke up this way.
It's a ruggedness.
Natural sexiness is never as good as
It's
stage
that fishy
sexiness.
musk.
Yeah.
Hashtag fishy musk.
Oh man.
Oh my God. Okay, well that tells us probably enough we need to know about your character. Did we get the name?
Renzik Poi, and
Renzik Poi.
he's a hired gun marauder slash. I've actually David was
Slash sexy
nice
fish
to,
man.
Exactly. Allow me to change it. I was originally a Force Exile, but because of the new book from Fantasy Flight Games,
Show it off. Show the
Dawn
sexy
of
book.
Rebellion.
That's right.
Dawn of Rebellion.
Look how
I
sexy
was
that
able
book
to
is.
change my specialization to Padawan Survivor. So we're going to see some cool stuff. So he's a Padawan Survivor because he survived Order 66 and has since had a very complicated relationship with the Force up until very recently when he apparently Fitzcac Burkhag, the evil Inquisitor,
Villain. Yeah.
the big bad of our game, now somehow
Who you killed.
resides in through the Force in his head.
Fitzcac.
Yeah.
We'll find out.
We've never really gotten into it too much. Just I think it probably comes from in that first game where she had you knocked out
you in
and
your
then was
brain.
like brain. Who knows? Is it echoes of your own self-doubt you hear? Is this the dark side taking form, or does she actually have some sort of extra
I mean,
sensory?
Renzik I think Renzik's a pretty simplistic guy.
Ah.
You know, there's not a lot of depth there, so
Black
if he
and
hears a voice in his head, it's like, it's not mine.
But there's a lot of depth to the Force.
Yes.
Okay, so that's Renzik. Okay, Fishman, Force sensitive.
I cannot get over that he was a
Fish
sexy fish man this whole time.
Fish musk.
And I
you
missed
learn
it.
something new every time, even if you're players at the table. It's very exciting to learn things. I feel like it's same with your character. Every time you intro your characters, I learned something that I had no idea about. We'll get to you in a second. Okay, so I'm going to jump to the other side of the table. Kyle.
Hello, I'm Kyle, and my character is Z-Tac, the Celestian driver. He's a grumpy trucker. He has grown up in a world where not a lot of people are very nice to him, and the financial scarcity of scarves is at an all-time high.
Nothing chicer than a scarf.
It's true, and like those aliens apparently don't have very good access.
Well, the Empire pays just crap.
Yeah,
you know?
it's awful. I'm hoping one day to own my own truck and go out on the open Sprode, which is Space Road.
That's right. Got to get out there on the open space road. Sprode. You had a chance to do that last session, but you turned it down.
I did. I turned it down for the essentially for the hope that there is a brighter future out there.
Yeah, you sacrificed your own well-being.
Yeah.
I did, but
Yeah.
I did.
These two crazy weirdos.
Yeah. I did take my Twalic hula dancer though for my for the dashboard. You know that goes with me every truck.
Before they put you on the crapper cleaning duty, basically.
Yes.
So you're now pumping raw sewage out of.
It's a living.
Excellent. Okay, so that's Z-Tac. Let's just go down the line to Heather.
Yeah, I play Issa Russello, who is a weapons scientist for the Empire. She has recently kind of come to the conclusion that maybe killing people is bad, but she still gets really excited about weapons. She's
Complex,
not.
yeah.
She's kind of. I feel like when she's around weapons, she becomes like the scientist in Independence Day, played by the guy who plays Data in Star Trek.
Brent Spiner.
I feel like she gets into weapons, like her eyes
Brent
light up at the wrong
Spiner.
time. You know what I mean? Kind of like how his did. Like he's like, yeah, like got a lot of activity and
Or
like people
Charlie
dying.
Day's character from the Pacific Rim movies.
I haven't seen Pacific Rim, and I really
It's pretty
want
good,
to, 'cause I-
Guillermo, but he plays Charlie Day, or
Yeah.
not Charlie Day. Is that his name?
Yeah, Charlie Day.
I confuse him with his character on Always Sunny in Philadelphia. Yes, Charlie Day's character plays. He's
Isn't
like a
his
scientist who studies the giant monsters that come, and he's just like a huge fan of them. He just is like, oh, look at them! Oh, they're so beautiful! Like they're crushing everything.
Like,
But
it's
he's also like,
His other role, he's just really obsessed about talking about the mail. He just wants really get in there, get in about the
But
mail.
yeah,
so you've got that. You're just good at it. You love weapons
Yeah.
design, and the Empire has rewarded you well for it.
yes, he has a nice house, got a lot of droids.
Yeah.
Had a
Marmalade
nice
for my
house.
friend.
That's
my
true,
first
yeah.
friend. Issa's not. Yeah.
That marmalade sealed our friendship.
Yeah, I think so. I think so.
Marmalade
not
exchange.
not a lot of emotional intelligence in this person.
No.
Not a bad person. I don't. Well, maybe a bad person because there's a lot of death, I guess.
Yeah, you were. Without you, there probably would be a lot more people alive in the
Yeah.
galaxy if you weren't directly designing weapons. For
If
the
it
Empire.
wasn't
Yeah.
you, it would have been somebody else.
Yeah.
Let's-
Exactly. You
Yeah.
were simply following orders.
Yeah.
You know, would have made your life difficult. To
It's crazy, and then when I have
had to
enough
get a
hair-
different job.
Yeah, I know. And a little bit of forciness happening with force.
Yes, that's right.
Forciness happening with
Ever since
Yes.
meeting this guy,
Yeah.
because you're from the dark timeline, so no one's heard of a Jedi except out of weird fairy tales, and it's just hokey old religion, and the Force is no such thing. All of a sudden, this guy shows up, and yeah, so you guys have been beginning. You fixed his lightsaber. He has been kind of tutoring you in the ways of the Force.
Yeah.
Cool. It's been very cool. Okay, last but not least, the sexiest member of the group.
That's right.
Okay.
Sexier than any fish.
That's right.
Much better.
But who are
Sexy.
I'm a Yoda type alien. Sexiest alien there is. Bam! Sexy, sexy Yoda
type alien?
type alien.
You're kind of sexy though. He's got that
Yeah.
tiny little green dad bod. I know it.
I play Lil Ibet. Lil Ibet.
Yeah, a little bit.
A little bit.
Lil I
A
bet.
bit.
Yeah,
No,
a little bit.
Little bit.
Yeah, but if you say it
I bet.
together, there's just no way around it.
It sounds a little bit like.
Yes.
Little bit.
Yeah.
Only the way you say it. The way I say it doesn't sound
Which is
any
why
better.
you're great. Why you have that amazing catchphrase, because you're a supermodel, as you established.
I was a supermodel in a previous timeline, but here I am a nothing who fails miserably in front of huge crowds of people at
You're-
the battle zoo.
That was my bad.
So it's been
That was rough.
no,
it's been basically because of the time travel shenanigans. You guys kind of disappeared for 20 years and then showed up in this dark timeline. So you're essentially a really funny, obscure reference that people can.
I'm a meme.
Yeah.
Not
at best.
glamorous.
You're the Charo of this timeline.
Yes.
Oh dear God.
Exactly. That's perfect. Someone
mean the
referencing
Sparrow.
Charo.
Yes.
Yeah, the
space Charo.
Space Charo.
Charo? Spacharo?
Yeah.
Like
Spacharo.
Charo.
I love their hoagies at Sparrow.
It's like if you took the soul of Katharine Hepburn and put her in the career of Charo, what kind of angst would that lead to?
Ooh.
That is what I'm experiencing
I don't
now.
know if you're Charo level anymore, because Charo at least was on Hollywood
God.
Squares or something for a while. Like you dropped off the face of the earth.
The show got canceled after you disappeared.
Yeah.
Like,
Am
who
I
was
like
the
a
first person
Kardashian
kicked-
level?
Who was the first person kicked off of America's First Top Model in the first
God.
episode?
Yes.
Oh,
That
man. Oh, it's so rough.
No.
Yeah, that's a hard fall. So we've been seeing
Now it's a food blog.
we've been seeing a little bit coping with that slowly. So
Not
that's-
well. Not
that's-
coping well.
That's our wonderful players. So it's been a good group so far. As I said already, I'm David Crennan. I am the GM, which is of course the Galaxy Master for the group, and America's GM. Some people say, some people I say that generally, and no one else really.
I also say it when I say David says he's
Yes,
America's
when
GM.
you're quoting me. But thank you so much for tuning in. We're going to get right into it here. I'm about to part the veil of reality. But first, before I do that, thank you so much for joining us on Saving Throw. You are the reason we're here, and I personally love you. I love you, and I'm in love with you. Yes, you. We couldn't be here without you guys. We are totally, we're like PBS. We're totally funded by your extremely kind support and donations, which come in the form of Patreon, which is amazing. If you haven't checked out our Patreon yet, we give you cool content if you support us. That's patreon.com/savingthrow. Check that out. That's a good one. Otherwise, you can donate in chat. Ooh, just like the Bard 1971 just threw some delicious bits our way.
The Bard is a hero.
Yes.
Eating all those
Each game.
bits.
Each game is
Great.
always
So in chat, if you guys want to throw some tips our way, it keeps the lights on, and it's just also just a way to show that you like our content and you want us to keep doing it. Because without you, it all turns off immediately and we go home. And we never come back. It just vanishes forever. So it's !tips. If you put that in chat, that'll tell you all about the tip system to encourage that or whatever, to make it more fun, if that wasn't fun enough already. There are different rewards that we unlock, tiered rewards of increasing disruptiveness. They make my life harder, but they seem to enjoy it at the table.
I like when David's life is harder.
We actually have
Yeah.
one that is hanging around from last time, I think. Did you ever
Yes.
use your unlocked
The
tech device?
the encryption thing. No.
So you've got that still, so that carries over.
Thanks,
So
Jeff.
you guys can learn all about what we can unlock with !unlocks, and that just sends you to a cool list. But if you have questions about any of that, our producers or our mods are in chat, so just let them know. But in the meanwhile, I love you. Did I say that yet? I think I said that. Okay.
Several
good.
times.
You can't say
Well,
it
I
enough.
do. I love
Yeah,
them.
yeah. I
Not
feel
them.
it.
It's not that I love them. It's that I love that. The person I'm pointing to right now. Yes, you. Don't doubt it. It's you. Okay. Great. Let's get into it. So we left off last time on Alderaan, and Alderaan totally dissimilar to what you guys remember. The only Alderaan you've ever known, which is to say, completely ruled by the Empire, and slowly being converted into Starkiller base style station, right? Just like in The Force Awakens, a planetary-sized Death Star that once completed will be able to just blow up solar systems from halfway across the galaxy. It's a sorry state to see it in, and the planet has been colonized by Hutts and the Empire almost completely, and there's giant statues of the Emperor, looming over everybody. Propaganda is blasted through the HoloNets, and children are raised in Imperial schools, and there are academies taking kids and turning them into stormtroopers. It's the only thing you've ever known, and it kind of makes sense. It keeps the peace, As much as you hate it, what are you going to do? But you guys obviously
hate it and know that there's something we can do.
Something else. But if only somehow you got to ignite this spark of rebellion. But how could you do that?
With an interpretive dance.
And a special
won me over.
crystal that you guys managed to recover.
Well, but the special crystal isn't about saving this world. We've given up on this
Oh,
one.
you've given up on this world. That's
We
true.
want to leave it.
That's
We're
true.
going to delete this world.
Yeah.
It raises a problematic question about what happens with timelines. Are you abandoning this world, and is that not heroic, or is there just one timeline and all of history changes to the good timeline with time travel? Forget it. We're not going to get into that today. So please allow me to part the blast doors of reality. So we leave this tawdry existence behind, which so assails our senses. This room is not here. It's merely an illusion, hiding the glorious burnished steel and bright lights of a high-tech weapons facility below the crust of Alderaan. The room is large enough to feel, an entire garrison of stormtroopers standing in formation, which it almost is at this point. There's 9, 10 stormtroopers standing on either side of this room, blasters pointed at you. The 4 of you, 3 actually, of you guys standing in the middle of this room. Z-Tac, you are holding a push cart, essentially a space push cart, with a big metal cargo block container on it. Inside, huddled up in the darkness,
Clutching my crystal.
clutching a crystal that's about the size of a basketball, would you say? Probably about basketball sized. The Alderaan peace crystal. The very crystal they had on Naboo at the end of Phantom Menace. The end, boss, you told me last time, Boss Ness. Boss Ness lifts up and goes, and rainbows shoot out everywhere. A great ending. Possibly the best ending to any Star Wars movie.
It is.
Made sense. Made sense that character who we cared so much about did that thing with that thing that we had never seen before. It's wonderful. So you have that clutch. You feel the coolness of that crystal against your palms of your hand. You're kind of cuddled up around it because as a Yoda
It's
type
cramped.
alien, you're small.
Because I'm in a box.
Clutch to your chest. You feel it, but even inside the box, with just the barest bits of light coming in, make it gleam from within with this light, the amazingly complex crystalline structure. Yeah, it's almost mesmerizing. Like deep down in its heart, just motes of light seem to shift. The rest of you are standing outside around it, facing down, as I said, a small battalion of stormtroopers. And just on the other edge of the room from you, so you come in through this door, you've been halted kind of just through the doorway, 80 feet, 100 feet away from you, set in the middle of the wall, is like a massive stainless steel burnished vault-like door. There's a little like transparent window in the top of it, through which you can see the reaction chamber of the Death Star generating laser, the very location you're trying to get to. You know, if you can get this crystal into that chamber, and if you had somebody with you who knew enough about weapon science and directing beam energies, you could calibrate it just so to possibly repeat that situation that sent you back in time in the first place. You could hopefully, maybe, get back to the day when everything went wrong, get back to the day the Death Star showed up over Alderaan, and rewrite history and prevent this timeline from ever happening. That's going to be hard. As I said, there's stormtroopers standing all around you guys. So we've got, say, 6 stormtroopers on either side of the room, blasters out, pointed at you. In the middle, on one side, only one stormtrooper isn't wearing his helmet. That is the stormtrooper you saved, that you dragged out of the ruins of old Alderaan.
Against our advice.
Now, he did provide you with the stormtrooper suit that you're wearing.
I would also have this had I stabbed him.
Well, we only would have had one.
Makes a good point.
We only would have had one.
The stormtrooper suit that you were wearing, well, he didn't provide you with the poodoo stained overalls.
No, I'm just
that are up to like
covered in muck.
Up to like nipple high.
Yeah.
Just because you guys waded your way in through school. Watch the last episode. I can't recap everything, but yes. Poodoo, by the way, reminds me, guys, obviously Star Wars is movies. This is PG-13 movies, so no swearing. So if you guys swear at the table, you'll be penalized.
Oh, should we
Remember
roll
that poop
for,
is a funnier word.
We'll get to it at the first roll.
Oh, yeah.
Yes, so only either nonsense Star Wars swears, like poodoo, or you gore-backing smag harbor. You know, sounds pretty
I have
bad.
a few words for Bob, definitely.
That's pretty good. Or if you want to just do something like vape brain.
Vape brain?
Yeah, Anakin Skywalker
Vapor
says
brain?
that in the novelization.
I feel like
of
that works well in
Return of the
modern times.
Revenge of the Sith. Yeah, it actually
Nothing's
does work
tougher
very
than
well.
that one. That sounds really tough.
Fake brain.
Big brain.
Okay.
Slimo.
Yeah.
Bob the Stormtrooper, played by Robert De Niro, with his helmet off, just looking you right in the eye with his blaster. And as you guys are standing there, feeling the guns pointed on you, waiting for any moment to be cut down in a hail of gunfire, well, what would all you guys be doing? Just what would your readiness be? You get like they've got the drop on you.
Yeah.
Yes.
Just what is your reaction, your immediate reaction? What is your first thought that goes through your head? Zeke.
I'm
Zeke. Tack.
trying to. I'm trying to figure out a way to force push this grenade into the middle of that group.
So you've got this grenade in your
basically,
hand.
I kind of have it like I kind of have like a defensive posture, so they don't see that this grenade is in my hand.
Mm-hmm. So you're clutching it tightly in your hand. Z-Tac, what would you be doing?
Oh yeah, like I absolutely like no battle instinct whatsoever. It's just a mask of anger and disappointment. Just as I let go of the cart, like, come on, Bob. Oh, seriously?
Does the De
You're
Niro
appealing to the
shrug?
better nature of a stormtrooper. No.
I mean, yeah, my person's like, Bob, we were totally, we're friends, man. Are we friends?
That's exactly why
I suppose when you define
I
friendship
told
by
you not to
marmalade.
go through with this crazy plan.
But you
Dilbic
gave us-
move, Bob.
You
Dilbic
gave
move.
us armor to do the crazy. You're a terrible friend.
Just
Is that the case? So, like, friends can just be terrible? Like, you can, like, people,
don't
you can
use
talk to
this
people,
as.
and then they can just turn on you? Is this what this is?
It's not that simple. You don't.
Yes,
I'm a
it's
stormtrooper,
exactly what
all
the-
right? I'm a stormtrooper. This is what I was raised to do.
Yeah, I know. I'm wearing your armor that you gave us.
Honestly, didn't we tell you from the beginning not to trust him? I'm in a box saying this. There's a box. You can hear a little voice coming out
I'm
of the
feeling
box.
like some I told
told
you
you
so
not to
energy
trust
coming out.
It's you're tapping it out.
Yeah, I'm like, listen, I told you.
Even as Bob.
Got a little crack. I told you not to trust him.
Even as you are having this intense tete-a-tete, the ranks of the stormtroopers part, and an Imperial officer comes out. Middle-aged.
Is it ball gag?
Middle-aged female.
Ball gag.
Well, not who you're thinking of. Not the Inquisitor, who in your timeline started this whole thing by traveling back in time originally, right? Bane of your existence.
Do we have to roll
Some
for
mind
British
shifts.
accent?
This cat.
This is not Fizkek Burkek.
Oh, good.
This is
Stand her.
it's your like immediate person you report to.
Supervisor?
Yeah, supervisor. I guess. I mean, you
Immediate
probably
supervisor?
have. Yeah, the person who probably was the person who was like, Issa.
Oh, no.
The person who called you and was like, "We need your medical reports, Issa. We haven't had those from you yet." And the person who was like, "We're putting you on, indefinite leave, Issa, because of some of these reports that have come back about maybe not being okay with killing everyone. We really need you on the team." That very figure, who you of course know is named, and I asked for some name suggestions from the table before we started, named Cobb Tup Ballgag.
You went to her synergy seminar, right?
That was Bar 1971 like that.
She was running some ayahuasca ceremonies, I guess.
So
Cobb Tup Ballgag.
Wait,
cock bald gag.
Wait, what is it? Cobb
I'm
what?
sorry, what?
Cobb cup?
This is Cobb. So what I did is I had each of them give me a syllable, thinking that this would result in a good Star Wars name. And the first time I tried it, it didn't work, but I was like, that was a fluke. Now I know the system doesn't work and I'll never do it again. Cobb, Tup,
Tup.
Ball, Gag.
Is that 2 L's or 1 L in ball?
I believe that was your suggestion.
2 L's.
I believe that's 2 L's.
This is not subtle.
So it's like Bodie McBoatface. Is that what just
This
happened?
is a little bit.
Yes.
And it's Cobb with a K.
Cobb.
That's true. I did say K.
Cobbed up ball gag.
Cobb Tup.
Ball gag.
It has a good rhythm to it, though. I feel like it does.
It's not a good person's name. That at least we can agree that if someone was like, I'm Cobb Tup Ball Gag, you'd be like, I hate that guy.
Yeah, I don't like them, but I understand their anger.
His action figure would sell a hell of a lot more than Constable Zubio.
It's kind of almost a Star Wars name. Okay, so this is a DM tip to you. Don't have your players ever.
I've
come up with
entertained
this sort
myself.
She's crying.
Oh yeah, I learned that super early on.
The
in
best
game.
part, you guys, the
Don't
best
trust
part is that she came in late, so she didn't even know what was happening.
And I was powerless to stop it.
And David asked her for a syllable, and I said, say gag.
Yeah.
And she trusted me.
And I'm sure you regret it now.
And it was the right thing to do.
Actually, I feel my conscience is clean. I actually feel pretty good.
Players, we'll all enjoy killing you all a little bit later.
You're
tonight.
absolved.
It was worth it.
Yeah.
Thank
Character
you.
death mid game 3.
Oh, I feel so
The
good
Bard
about this.
1971, thank you so much for those really awesome
Yeah.
donations.
Oh wow, thank you.
Thank you.
Would you like to, please, in addition to unlocking stuff, which I think that starts getting us closer to doing, why don't you suggest a Star Wars cameo you want to see in the game?
Star Wars cameo
An impression that either me or one of the unlucky players will have to do.
For Cobb Tup Ball Gag?
Yeah,
Cobb
if you want to
Tup
suggest
Ball
a theme, well,
I would just like to call
Yeah.
him Commander Ball Gag.
that is probably how she's known, Commander Bulgag. Jeez, you bastard.
For the
Also, if you want to suggest a toast, the Bard 1971, because I have a reroll left over from last game.
Oh.
Or do you?
I do.
Oh, I
when
do too.
you propose characters, do they have to say a specific celebrity, or can they just say like a character, like the making copies guy from SNL?
Yeah,
or,
anything's fine. Anything.
Okay.
Yeah, or even if in the past people suggested people from comic books and stuff, just like
Okay.
whoever you would like to see in a Star Wars movie that we're creating for your pleasure. So
Marcel.
everyone thinks that's so clever. But where does that leave us? Leaves us nowhere. Doesn't help.
Jean Valjean.
Jean Valjean.
Or
Commander Ball
Cobb
Gag.
Tup Bulgag comes striding through as the stormtroopers part, wearing the proper prim, imperial, Nazi-looking military uniform. Sees you, Issa. Immediately goes, oh, Dr. Issa, I'm so glad you're safe. Thank God. And she immediately comes over towards you and gives you an embrace. I was so worried that we wouldn't get here in time. You're a very sick woman, Doctor. Thank goodness Stormtrooper B-0B told us everything. I'm afraid you've been suckered in by a confidence scam by this group of these 2 aliens here.
You can't see me, I'm in a box.
No, you're in a box.
Yeah, that's right. It was me.
Oh,
Us
these
two.
2 aliens?
Us two.
Gotcha, my bad.
We were so worried about you ever
looked at
since
me.
your medical reports didn't come in, and then we sent someone to look around. When we tried to reassign your driver, and then he avoided those orders, and then you went missing. Oh my goodness! Thank goodness B-0B had your best interests at heart and reported you immediately. Please come with me. We have much to discuss. I'll take you to the debriefing room. Troopers,
Can I-
please. Yes.
Sorry, I don't. Can I grab her?
Would you like to?
Yes.
Yes.
I would like
absolutely.
to, and then put the lightsaber hilt to the side of her head.
Well, we're gonna have to get a roll for that for sure.
Yes.
Now there are a dozen stormtroopers in the room
Yes.
with the weapons out, pointing them at you. So it's a good move. If it fails, you'll probably be shot down.
Okay.
Okay. Or whoever.
If while he's
Yeah.
doing that, I'd like to do a perception check through the crack of my box.
These all sound like great ideas. Okay. We'll say you've been spying, so no one knows you're in this box.
Yeah.
So let's start with your perception check.
Let's do it.
I have an idea too.
need to
What
receive.
is your intent for your character?
I don't know if my
Or do
character.
we not know that yet? So
Oh, actually, Well, I don't. I have
You guys are standing close enough that
I
you
don't know.
could
Yeah.
maybe kind of telegraph what you're doing a little bit to each other.
Okay.
No, I have an idea. I guess my helmet's off, so I can look at people at this point, or is it still
Is
on?
your helmet off or on?
I guess I took it off.
It must be. They
She recognized me,
you.
so. Which
The classic, we're in a movie, so as soon as you come into the room, you'll immediately take off your
Yeah,
helmet.
Yeah, and
Classically.
cheat. You gotta
oh,
cheat.
maybe I don't.
Yeah,
have to-
cheat to the camera. Okay,
Oh,
what is your perception check?
yeah.
What are you're just scanning the room for something?
I'm scanning the room. I'm looking for. I mean, is there anything in this space that's going to create like a better place to fight from, or
So it's like a
or
big,
like a stage from whence somebody could distract, but also then quickly hide? I mean,
No,
if someone
honestly,
was
no. It's basically a big,
It's a
empty
bare room.
metal room with at the far end there's a hatch, and then there's probably some doors on the other ends that exit out. But it's just like a engineering bay essentially. That's almost empty right now.
It almost looks like the
this big empty white
place where the Millennium Falcon is in
Okay.
Star Wars.
Well, the
It's
place
like
with Millennium
big-
Falcon
Star
has
Wars.
carts.
Yeah.
And
A New Hope.
In that
excuse
Star
me.
Wars film.
I'm from the 70s.
That
No,
one
no.
Star Wars.
Oh, the original. Yes.
Yeah, from the
Star
original.
Wars.
Yes.
Yes, that's true. One, you mean you're thinking of one that's taken into the Star Destroyer bay,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Just
So
big
let-
and
or the Death Star bay?
Death Star base.
So, like, the only thing in here is this cart that I am on?
Pretty much that, and
A hover cart, right?
yeah, it's probably a
Is it
hover car.
susceptible to full throttling?
Of course, it would be.
Okay, good.
I mean, it's first of all, of course, it's a hover cart because no one does wheels.
Yes, it is.
It's either being pulled by
it's just
some
a
weird
pass.
alien beast of burden, or it's a hover cart, or it's
Yes.
both.
Yeah, cheaper than wheels
Yeah.
to put hover things on everything. So yeah, it's like a hover platform, but it still has a little handle you can push
Yeah.
around.
Okay, then you said that there are two lines of stormtroopers on either side of the room.
Yeah,
That's
there's a lot
it?
of stormtroopers.
So it's 10 and 10? Is that what we're talking about? Or is it 5 and 5?
6, I think.
6 and 6.
6 and 6.
Yeah, Bob's with him.
And if this
Bob's
is-
on one side.
If this is the room,
Yeah.
it's 6 and 6.
Yeah, so I should get on my little tokens and we'll.
And
we'll
where's
figure
the
it out.
door that we want to get through?
I will show you guys. So we'll get this in a second here. So
So
I know what you're about to do. Your perception check. I can kind of just tell you there's not a
Yeah.
whole lot in there.
There's not a perception. There's nothing to perceive.
You said you had some sort of plan. Would that affect anything before he's about to leap into action, or should we just have him leap into action immediately?
I want to wait for her to make her move
Yeah.
before.
I don't know if this is a good move, but I might try to do a little deception, which is not necessarily Issa's strong point because it's
Why do these
interaction.
people keep talking when I'm right here in this box?
But
No one knows that you're in that box, by
I
the way.
know.
I can. I was thinking of.
Just stay there.
I think it's not that great. It's not a great plan.
what
Thinking of
happens,
like
You
looking
basically
get to that
talking
laser
to
cannon with her.
Supervisor Ballgag
Yes.
and like
So what you're saying
Sort
is
of saying,
don't
like,
draw attention to
I'm
me.
sorry I've been missing. I've really been
The
involved.
opposite
I've been
direction.
deeply involved in this research, and I feel like I have an idea that's going to really like boost the weapons power of our project, and I really think it's going to take the Empire far. And it's just been sort of a fever dream, and I really need to be able to try it. And these people are actually my partners in this, and I know it seems strange, but we.
I see.
Yeah, it's a brilliant idea, and I haven't been able to send it to you because there's so many mathematical equations. You know how that goes when you're making weapons and stuff like that. I can't.
I see.
And I really have to try this. You understand? And that's why I've been out, and it's really important that we.
Is that us in the middle?
That's the Yoda type alien, definitely.
I figured out a way to
But
kill
much
him.
sexier.
Oh, that's great.
I don't know who else we have exactly.
Take the weird blue beard and put it on my head, turn it purple, and make it really sexy.
Okay, and then that's who you are. There we
And
go.
where's
There's my
the
guys.
door that we want to get through?
Great. So, boy, I should have brought better maps. I didn't think. Wow, who was I kidding? Of course, we're going to get into this immediately. This is where you guys came through,
Okay.
and you're trying to go to the opposite end of the room, basically. So we'll put you a little bit closer. That's you guys. Hamburg.
And
That's
then
what
where
you're trying
is Cub Top Ballgag?
Great.
Where is Commander Ballgag?
I hate you guys.
Supervisor Ballgag?
We'll give her a little Captain Phasma thing. Has basically walked up to you.
Okay.
So it's
And
come
where
to walk
is the
forward.
cart?
You guys are all on.
We're
you.
just all together in that one
I
thing.
think that'll keep it easier for the moment.
Yeah.
Okay, so you start telling her all
Going
this
off
information.
really fast about like nerd scientist excitement about weapons. Like, it's very
Doctor,
big.
please
Kill
calm-
lots of people.
Yes,
so
yes,
many people
doctor.
could die.
Doctor, I understand. But listen to me. What you were saying about being able to travel through time, yes? Tell me, have you been hearing voices at all in your head?
I mean,
Then they've been these two aliens have been trying to tell you.
I feel like they've
I
given us
gather that they
voice.
come from a different timeline, and that the Empire is this big threat. You're suffering from a form of paranoid schizophrenia. We have a name for it, Skywalker syndrome. That you're a chosen one. That there's some force which has selected you. And no, listen to this.
it's crazy. I'm
Is
not
this-
chosen. I'm not chosen for anything for sure.
That's exactly right.
No.
You're not. No.
No.
Is this the voice
We
of
do need to
Volgak?
talk about your future, particularly with this weapons scheme you're talking about. You realize
Volgak.
the recent events which you've been exposed to might make you the perfect candidate for the Empire's newest weapons policy. Focused beam energy can only be taken so far. We have something far more interesting, and we would really like you to be a part of it. Now, please come. We mustn't speak. Your
These-
friend. Well, yes.
These
Your,
people are very important.
but
in
your
the thing.
comrades. Then we will take.
Can
the
they come peacefully?
utmost
I
care
will
of
go
them.
peace. I want to go hear about this, but it'll be so much easier if they can just come with.
Of course.
They can just come with us, right? Just calmly, like it's fine.
Yes. We'll
Good.
have them come with you.
Right now.
Okay. I have a suggestion from. I assume this is the Bard 1971. Yes. So I haven't described what Cob Top Ball Gag looks like yet, but she is played by Katy Perry. I got Katy Perry. Yep. Yeah, and we have a toast too, which is going to be fun to have come up. So it's Katy Perry. Fortunately for all of you, I really just have one woman's voice. So
We're gonna hear you roar.
Are you like a firework
yeah,
Yeah.
I'm like a firework.
or like a plastic bag?
That's and then
you kiss a
Alderaan
girl?
yes, and I did
Did you like it? I really want to be a part of this because I really have, like I like
Well, good.
Like,
Come
if
on
you
with
like
me.
kids, I'm like, hey, well, so
Ah.
I just need my friends. I feel these guys have some pieces of information that's going to be
Good.
really important to make
I
these
see.
weapons.
Well, good then. Then our men will bring them with us.
How about just why don't we just go as a group? We can just go we're just all of us together.
That sounds wonderful.
Yeah,
Come
she's
then.
helping us out, right?
Come then, men. But bring them with us to the debriefing room. Come along.
The debriefing room. I don't remember a debriefing room being
Oh,
upstairs here.
well, there's lots of things you don't know
I
about that
don't.
are here.
I take the cart and push it.
No, I'm afraid there's. We need to have that cart taken.
That's very sensitive electrical equipment.
Yes, good. We'll take that to be taken to the archive room for scanning, won't you? He's just singling out some random stormtrooper.
Well,
Now we need a different character.
my intent that
Yes.
while she was
So
talking,
what would you guys? Would you at this point take your lightsaber and do the move? As she does seem to be like the stormtroopers, like about 6 of them, seem to be coming with you guys, and
What, the other 6 are staying here?
Bolgag, Commander Bolgag. Yeah, the other 6 seem to be not following immediately, but because you're going to have to exit through this door, I guess.
So my intention
Yes.
through this was to, while she was like rambling to
You're powering up this cart.
Bolt up. I'm
Bolgag, yeah.
Bolgag.
Commander Bolgag.
Yeah.
We'll have to try and remember it somehow. Let's see if we can think of a visual
Cobb
say
top.
involving
Balzac.
Katy Perry and the name Bolgag that can help us somehow remember what this character's name is. Okay, I think I have
So
something.
many.
Okay, go on.
Yeah, so I will, I've tried to, as stealthily as I can, open up one of the panels and just pull one of the wires that regulates the speed or whatnot. And
Everyone, I will say for sure, all the guns are pointed at you.
yeah.
And no guns are pointed at the Solston covered in poodoo,
Yeah.
who just has the cart.
So, and then I'm just looking at what the big meat shield's gonna do, and if he does
Not that
go
much of a meat
for,
shield.
if he does go for her, essentially the stormtroopers on the opposite end, because he's gonna obviously put himself, or he's gonna put the commander between him and the other troopers. So the ones on the other side, I would like to shoot the cart at them to try and like, you know.
The cart that she is on.
Bowl for troopers.
That's a pretty clever idea.
Do you mean
And then-
ball gag for troopers?
Does the grenade that's in my hand have a dead man switch?
Frag grenade? I don't think so. No.
What if I spent a destiny point?
To have a dead man switch? That would work. And we
We need
better
some destiny
generate.
points.
Yeah,
our
let's,
destiny
we
points.
should roll.
Destiny.
Everybody grab a force die,
friend.
roll it up. That's going to determine how
2
many
light
destiny
side.
points we have.
Ah,
One light side.
One dark side.
Wait a minute.
Two
I
light
need all
sides.
those numbers again.
Okay, well, I said 2 light side, but I rolled 1 dark side.
Okay, great. You rolled 2 light side. What do you guys get on your side?
I got a dark side, she got a light side.
Dark side. Light side. Oh, interesting. Okay, so we've got 3 light to 2 dark.
Do it.
Yeah.
Light side.
Aha.
That was cocked. That was cocked.
But it was
Light
definitely
side.
it was definitely going to dark side.
Light side.
Why do I listen to your
Because I named her ball gag.
so, yeah, go ahead and flip one of those.
Yes.
So I can
okay,
have
well,
a-
it's not as bad for me. Great. Okay, so we've got 3 dark to 4 light. As yes, the grenade now has a dead man's trigger. You've pulled the pin and you're holding down
Oh,
the
Yes.
the detonator.
Oh,
Okay,
shoot.
good. Puts you in a rough situation. So they're still in a room with a dozen guards here. Well, I'm sorry. This guy is leaving with the cart, or is going to try to. So let's.
He's coming for the cart.
He's coming for the cart. He's peeling off as you guys, the rest of you, are leaving with. So this
I
one
thought you
handsome
had
fellow
the cart
representing
because you were changing the speed to bowl with the
Yeah, I
cart.
was gonna bowl for him.
Okay, so he comes to take the cart from you. I just want to make sure we know where
Yeah,
everybody
just get everything set.
else is. Of course, I don't have anything better, so this will be
If
perfect.
I'm gonna lose the cart, then I'm gonna bowl.
And we don't want to be hot and cold about this.
Well, like the minute they separate us, that's it.
I'm having a weird day, guys.
Hey, Star
It's
Wars.
gonna get weirder.
Yes,
Yeah.
that's definitely true. Okay,
Um,
so they're coming to take the cart, and then
So I
half
point
a
the
dozen
cart.
guards will be escorting you out with Balgag and Issa.
Yeah, so I point the cart at the opposite direction of where or I guess in the direction that she's looking, right? Because so she's here, we're here, and then the rest of the guards are there. So I'm going to shoot the cart that way.
Meaning towards the guards, basically?
Well,
so let's say
I can't get up.
that's okay. I've fallen and I can't
I
get up.
have.
You're shooting it. When you
wires.
say her, you're referring to Issa. You're referring to Balgag.
I'm feeling. Yeah, the commander. The
So you're
Imperial
going to shoot it behind Balgag's back towards the other guards. who are
Exactly,
behind
yes.
You. Okay, I think I've got
So
that.
that way, like between this line and the rest of us is the commander.
Okay, gotcha. I think that.
we're next to the commander.
Yeah,
right?
you're standing
Yeah.
next to her.
Yeah.
Okay, so that will, in my estimation, so what that would probably do is send her shooting into these guys. If it all goes very well for you,
Yeah.
it knocks them down like a bunch of bowling pins, and and then commander's there, and that's the situation. Yes. Okay. So we're squared up on what will happen. Good. So he's coming to take the cart. Please hand me the cart. Don't touch me.
I'm just gonna flip the switch and just start and like turn it perpendicular so it just shoots off.
Shoots back there. Got you.
Whoa!
Give me a mechanics check, I think, because this is really just a fact. This is really a function of how souped up did you make this essentially push cart.
Yeah, I go full throttle.
Okay.
I'll give it an extra 1,
Nice.
an extra speed
We need a guy for
that
Bob.
I got, and
Nice.
then the mechanics check.
Yeah, you need to mark Bob in particular in a way that we
Bob
can
is-
identify him for stabbing.
Bob is red.
This one?
Yeah.
What's the difficulty for it?
To modify a push cart to turn into a big ball into the ball. Guy.
Well, no, well, I've done. I rolled the. I rolled the improved full throttle.
You rolled that and you succeeded?
Yes.
Great. So I just need a, I'm going to call it standard difficulty, 2 purple.
Okay.
And the goal is to knock them down, basically, right?
Yeah,
There's a bunch of them.
there is.
You want
Yeah.
to try and knock them all down?
I'm gonna try and I'm gonna go for the middle mass.
Okay.
So like the middle 3.
Which would be
out of it.
nice
Middle
if they
3?
would like.
All
If
right.
they would like.
I'll give you 2
formate,
black. Take 2 black setback on that,
Okay.
just to represent the difficulty of that.
And then have something that's remove difficulty.
And then
No, dang it.
no.
I'm gonna flip one.
Flip one. I'll flip one back.
Upgrade.
So turn one of those purple into a red.
Okay.
You're rolling a yeah. Ooh, it's two yellow, a purple, a red, and 2 black setback.
Wow.
Oh, I get to remove a black per rank of gearhead for mechanics checks.
Yes!
Just one. So
Okay, you son of a
I knew it.
son
I
of a
knew it.
bantha.
okay.
Okay, so as this hand it over,
Ooh.
please. That's a despair.
Not good. Yeah. So
That's a failure.
Are you kidding me?
Failure.
Okay, first of all, why are you rolling on your
a despair with one advantage.
That's clearly a bad place to. You are.
A despair with 1 advantage. Yeah. Okay.
Wow.
Ooh, that gives me a lot of options here.
God.
Would you like to tell me what your 1 advantage is first? Or would you like to hear what my despair is? Because it's a failure as well.
Yes. So my advantage is that my actions are seen like clearly by Renzik.
Okay. Cool.
Great. So you know exactly what he's planning on doing. It goes terribly
wrong.
Terribly wrong.
It actually knocks Renzik over.
Yeah. He goes shooting towards them.
Hooray!
It completely misses them.
Of course.
Slams into the wall,
Ouch.
and the cart spills over. The case falls off of it, and you tumble out, clutching the sphere, and just kind of roll flat onto your butt in front of Fallroom.
I mean, this is his despair, and it has to be my
With like,
embarrassment.
that's what he was
What
trying
more
to do.
can I take?
With the big glowing like orb in there.
The stormtroopers all start laughing.
Yeah, one of them goes, "It's a Little Lib impersonator."
No. I do want to remind everyone that I also have a tub of Hut face cream that I had with me in the box,
Oh
which is
god.
also going to come tumbling out with me.
It does. Well, but unfortunately, because of that despair, it becomes unscrewed and ends up on your head, and just smoobling down your face.
Smoobling?
Yeah.
Smoobling.
Smoobling down my face!
Yeah, just with a real.
How is
smooble.
his despair destroying my life?
Oh man, it was because you had to clarify about the giant hub of hut slime.
Do I have any left?
Flesh slime.
Flesh
so,
slime.
As that happens, the
Is any flesh slime left in the tub? Can I salvage any flesh slime?
yeah, there's probably some flesh slime in there. Okay, so as a result, so you slam into the wall and are
I'm right over here?
yeah, the guys just kind of step to the side. It went so fast.
Yeah.
It just slams into the wall. The cart explodes, is broken. The thing's busted. You're prone on the ground, and Commander Bolgag goes, ambush! Take them down! And they immediately
And
are going to
I
open
yell.
fire.
I yell,
Look out!
"Everyone stop!" And I hold out the grenade. "Unless you want your boss to get fragged this second."
He means it.
You'll do it.
I got a dead man switch on this. You open fire on me, I blow up this ball gag here.
Bolgag is obviously petrified. Okay.
Tell him to stand down.
You're holding it, and she is essentially holding you as well.
Are we, is this combat? Should we roll for initiative?
We better do that. Let's see what she would do.
Is this vigilance or cool?
Ooh, this would be cool. Okay, so the commander, all the stormtroopers freeze, not sure what to do. As the commander says, what'd she do? Yeah, as the commander goes, you know what to do? You know what to do with your training, troopers? Shoot them now!
Like a firework, maybe? Shoot them like a firework?
I sure wish I knew any. Yeah, I sure wish I knew
Hey,
any
like
Katy
a
Perry.
firework.
Yeah, shoot,
Just
shoot them like
Gonna
a
show what you're
firework.
worth.
your uniform is oddly culturally appropriative. and you got the Katy Perry dance.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. I feel like Katy Perry must have done something dressed as like an Imperial officer at some point, right? This
yeah.
is probably straight out of her wardrobe.
Yeah.
Okay, so the stormtroopers, she says, open fire to the stormtroopers, and they immediately start shooting at you guys.
Or
not telling them
do
to
we
stand
roll
up.
for initiative and
She's
see where they fall
calling your bluff.
in the line of what's about to happen?
Now we should better roll initiative
All right.
here. Okay, so roll cool. Ay, ay, ay. I like that it's going exactly as I hoped.
Constant vigilance, so I'll be rolling vigilance instead.
Good, and do you grant everyone else a boost to cool?
I don't.
Only to
just
vigilance.
Well, that's fine. I
is a
got
classic cool
4
situation.
successes.
I'm gonna take a strain though to add a
And-
success to my initiative for rapid reaction.
Ooh,
Okay, excellent.
That's cool.
Very good.
And then what purple am I rolling? Or I guess it's just straight.
Unbelievable.
What
Cool.
did you roll?
This is
Just
amazing.
3 advantage.
Dang it.
Oh man.
Rolled nothing.
I definitely am due for some. You guys got a bunch of despairs. I think this is just the start.
No, it's not.
I'm like,
It's gonna be Triumph City tonight.
I got 1 success. Okay, so who had
3 successes.
4
Z-Tech.
successes.
2 successes.
2 successes?
and 3 advantage.
Oh, so you're going last.
Yes.
Gotcha. Okay. You are prone on the ground, slimy.
Yes, I am.
There is some
But
slime
you know
left.
what? This is 1000% exactly where I want it to be, because it's time for some distracting behavior.
And there are
I have 2 ranks of distracting behavior now, so take that.
5. There are 5 stormtroopers between you and your friends.
Yeah, I'm gonna distract the crap out of all of them
All
now.
right, good. I'm glad you guys are happy. I'm happy too. Very happy with all this.
So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna try and get
You
onto
almost
my
don't
feet.
need a roll for distracting
I really
behavior.
don't, but I need to
I'll definitely
determine
give you
how
a
much
boost.
how much threat they get.
Okay,
Wait, do I?
please do.
No, I don't have to roll. I just take strain for.
How much threat did they get?
So it's 2 of them each take a threat on their next roll.
Oh, okay. So they're like, oh.
Yeah.
That's definitely a little intimidating. That one at the battle zoo.
Dang it.
They get,
But basically what happens is I attempt to get to my feet, but I'm covered in face slime, in flesh slime.
Flesh
and so
slime.
I'm just like slippy.
yeah.
And like I'm not even trying at this point. It's not even that I'm trying to be distracting.
You're
It's
just
that
trying
I'm,
to stand
I'm like,
up.
woo!
It'd be like
Just
watching
are.
Yoda keep slipping and falling down. It'd be pretty funny. Okay.
Yeah.
Is that your turn?
That is not my whole turn because I also can have maneuvery, and my maneuver is that I'm gonna run away.
You have the gem.
I have the
crystal.
gem. Is the wrecked cart someplace where I can hide behind it? Is it right
yeah,
here?
for sure. Yeah, that's
Create cover?
Yeah, it would provide. You're small enough that it's a silhouette 0. You're a silhouette 0. You can
100%.
huddle behind it with the gem.
I'm huddling behind it with the gem.
Just
after
slide
I do my, like-
cooling around your feet.
Yeah.
Great. Z-Tac.
Okay, I'm going to.
You're standing there. So the guy, there's one trooper standing immediately next to
I'm
you.
going to indicate which
Yeah.
one of these is getting my
Yeah,
threat.
let's actually find some good features for all of you guys.
Those guys get threats on their next roll.
Thank you. That's very helpful, actually.
Okay, so
This is you.
I would like to throw a. Well, it's just you can only throw 1 grenade at a time, right? You can't like throw the whole bushel.
Yeah, I think that's fair. I don't think you can throw the whole bushel. This will be. I know that's not great, but does that work for you?
Yeah, I would like to throw a stun grenade.
How many do you have? You have a bushel of grenades?
I have 2. No, I have 2 stun grenades.
Okay. You could arguably chuck them both, but it'll make it more difficult. I think it'd be like 2-weapon fighting, right? You could theoretically, if you think you throw 2 grenades.
Yeah, it would be 2 weapon fighting.
Yeah,
Okay.
that works. You could do that if you want to throw them both, but it'll make your difficulty just harder, basically.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I will. I'm gonna chuck them over towards the ones that are kind of gathering around the cart, and then after like kind of it explodes, try and
Maybe this one more in.
make my way to take cover with the cart with the rest of them.
To the cart. Okay.
Yeah,
It's
so at least
basically
try and
just a
clear-
wall, just a solid metal wall there behind you with, cool
Yeah,
lights.
and
in it.
we're trying to get to that door there, right?
You are. Okay, so you're double chucking grenades.
Yeah.
Amazing.
Great. It's your ranged light roll. I think that's 3 purple.
Okay.
And do you
Is
shout
it?
anything? Do you strike a pose? It's a huge change of character for you, for sure. You've been pretty mild the
Push to
entire
his
time.
limits.
Yeah. No,
Yeah.
I'm like.
Then all of a sudden, just yeah!
I'm angry that like I take pride in my work, and like my cart didn't go off, and I put little Ibit in danger. So now I'm just gonna try my best to like just chuck as much as I can, so that to like try and neutralize what's happening over there, and then get to the cart, because I know that we need the crystal to get to the door.
Yes.
So
Okay, makes sense. So take 3 purple on it, and then
and it's light ranged.
ranged light.
Ranged. Okay, cool.
Yeah. I'll see if I can find this.
Throw it like a
Are you looking for the multi-weapon rule?
I am.
It's basically, I think it's depending on how many advantage he rolls. It's
Okay, to pull it off.
yeah, basically
Yes.
what it is
There
is
we go.
Should I flip one?
Yeah. I
Any
think
Okay.
character with ranged light,
Flip
weapons,
one.
weapons, ranged light, it works. Pistols and grenades.
Yeah, good call.
Great, combined check. Great.
Should I roll or should
Yeah,
I wait?
roll it.
Roll a good roll.
It's surprising.
Yes! Yes! It's like a firework.
I can't-
Should have upgraded that one. I can't even make you re-roll that.
So
Cancels.
that cancels out.
You had a bunch of
Those
stuff.
cancel out. So I literally have one triumph.
Doesn't matter. One triumph isn't right.
Success,
Double
success.
triumphs.
Yeah, that's it. A triumph with the success. Good, you made up for your despair. Burst out in a rage and hurl your 2 stun grenades out of your pockets. They go flying into the group. They hit. So how much damage are your stun grenades doing right off the gate?
They disorient 3, stun damage 8, blast 8,
Okay.
limb ammo.
Limited ammo means that you're out of them now.
Yeah.
Okay, great.
So stun attacks their strain, yes?
C-Tech.
Correct.
You've earned this.
Oh, nice.
Little chair.
So there's a massive explosion. You hear from behind the hover table.
Oh,
You're
dear.
rocked as these 2, flashbang grenades essentially go off. Huge white blast of light. Both the guys are rattled badly. What's here? And it's blast. What is the blast range on it?
Blast 8.
Blast 8 as well.
Yeah,
Wow.
it says stun damage 8, blast 8, disorient 3.
Great. So I'm going to say it hits 4 guys, are probably close enough to be hit by those 2
There's no
grenades.
crit for it.
Because it's only stun damage.
Triumph. It's a triumph.
Yeah.
It's a triumph.
You do have a triumph. So that's just your success, is that 4 guys are caught in the blast of those 2 grenades going off. Just what would your triumph be?
My triumph is that she was behind it enough that she is not blinded by it, and you hear me yell like, "Go for the door!"
I see that this is some type of football move where Lilibet is expected to run for her life.
Issa.
Just
I got you. No, I hear you. I understand what's happening.
So we still have your commander, or your direct commander, is still being held hostage by Renzik, who has the grenade. You are essentially being held by the commander. Commander's, I don't know, petrified probably at this point. What
Okay.
would you do? And grenades are flying.
all the grenades.
Like it's become like grenade war.
Yeah, but now it's weapons. Now we're dealing with weapons. So, well, I'm gonna. She's petrified. I'm gonna pull out my gun and I'm gonna shoot the other stormtroopers that are there.
You're gonna open fire on the stormtroopers. Gotcha.
Oof.
All right, sounds good. Okay. So that's just probably 2 purple at that range.
Yeah. And then.
dark side point to make that purple and red.
Okay.
Yeah.
You just spend a dark side point to make that green.
I know. I feel like
Okay, you're flipping it back.
Put that,
There we go. Okay.
Oh, then I'm gonna do.
Green to a yellow.
Yes.
Excellent. So it's 3 yellow against a red and purple. Oh boy, that doesn't look good for me. So we'll put you in there because that's you.
Okay.
Oh,
nice.
No, I was so wrong about
Triumph City!
That's another thing.
A
where-
triumph and 2 advantages.
Yeah, so
Yeah,
it's,
it's
you only have
fair.
success because of the triumph
Oh my gosh.
and 2 advantages on it. Okay,
Nice.
so you have massive blast. So this is your
This is my big one, my
So-
ray gun.
Commander Bulgar goes, "What are you doing? No!" As you just are opening fire.
I'm like, yeah. I'm like,
How much damage does your gun do?
A lot.
6.
Plus 1 per success, which is 1, so okay, 7 points of damage.
Mm-hmm.
So these guys are pretty heavily armored. They're stormtroopers. You know, if these were regular dudes, they would be down, but they are still on their feet. Does it have any other stuff that says
Blast
this?
5.
It does have blast 5.
I'm not sure what that means actually.
So blast means even on a miss that you can still do damage.
Oh,
to
because it's like a
people.
shotgun,
It's like a shotgun.
basically.
Same with your grenades.
Yeah.
So I can hit a few of these guys.
Yeah, I would
It's like
say
a spray.
If
Triumph.
specifically if people are in close quarters to each other, you can kind of rule the blast effects hit other people.
Like,
In
let's say
case
they're all on the line.
they're all just lined up with their guns pointing at you. I would say your blast damage. I will definitely hit 2 people with that for sure.
Okay,
We'll
cool.
take damage on both of those. That's just the hit. So now you also have success and advantage. Or sorry,
Okay.
triumph and advantage. What would you like to do with that?
I'm trying to think. I'm trying to think. I don't know if I can. This is a gun that I custom built.
Yeah, this is like no one's seen a crazy one.
Yeah.
Before. It's a laser
I
shotgun.
feel.
Are we in a room where there's like piping or anything like
There's
that?
piping, yeah. There'd be some piping on the roof. There's
Try
light
it.
panels
Get some,
with
like,
lights
mist
around
in
the
there?
sides. It's still pretty
Mist.
minimal.
Or
and
like
steel.
can we hit a vent? let's
See.
put
I'm
some fog
actually-
of war.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, we could. Oh. That's actually brings me. Maybe like, could I hit something in the wall that would like cause that door to open? Like, into
With
like.
your triumph?
Yeah.
Yeah, you can do that. Perfect use for triumph. So you not only you blast the 2 guys, they're just totally just go staggered backwards. I can't even imagine what your gun looks like.
It's so cool.
What does it look like?
It's like there's some like blue glow along the edge. It's like when like someone really insecure soups up his Honda.
Yeah.
Like it's like
Ew.
all like the blue lights on it and stuff like that.
A lot of LEDs.
So and then when it
You
shoots,
so
is it just
when
like
someone who knows fine cars
The Honda
soups up their
side,
fine
like the
car.
Honda side. I love Hondas. Don't get me wrong.
is
Kleenex.
it like just a
Kleenex.
spread of laser bolts that come out? It's just like shoots a bunch of blaster bolts, or is it like
I keep stepping on the.
broad like ring of energy that
I'm gonna
shoots
knock
out against
myself over.
people? What do you imagine that looking like?
It looks a bit. I imagine like you can see like the tracing in the like when you shoot it,
Yeah.
it does spray like a shotgun, but you can see like the light traces like fade after it's shot. Like it's
That's pretty cool. Okay, good.
you know.
Yeah, okay, that's
So-
so it's Tron style trails.
Yeah.
Yeah. It looks really cool, and there's reverb for sure.
It has a handle on top. It's not just below. She has
Right.
on
Yeah.
top.
So
Yeah.
space laser shotgun.
Yeah.
Laser,
Sposh
laser spot
guns.
gun.
Laser
Spot gun?
splot gun.
Yeah.
A splot gun sounds not
Sorry,
scary at all.
It doesn't. Yeah, laser shotgun sounds scary enough. Okay. Did you target Bob?
Yes.
Ow!
He goes staggering backwards. His helmet was off, so he comes back up around, not dead, but you can see just a big splatter of blood across his face. Where he's
Screw you, Bob.
satisfied.
There's like a tear, and I was like, "What are these wet things on my face?"
Now I gotta go. All right.
Or do you?
I do. I think.
Or
right?
do you?
Yeah, you go for it.
Snoring.
Snoring.
So adorable.
Okay, so I'm going to call this 4 groups of 3 minions. Is what we're going to call this. So I'm going to get 4 attacks on you guys, and they're going to start by targeting, as I said, a lot of people are pointing at Renzik. We're going to start by targeting Renzik.
Okay.
Yes. Blaster rifles are up. Okay, so what is my, do you have anything to modify my difficulty to hit you?
No, but I do have. Well, we'll see when we get to.
Okay, here we go. First group fires. Your Amicia. Ooh. This goes both ways, folks. Yes,
dear
that
God.
is a triumph. So that's 2
Triumph City.
successes, 2 threat, unfortunately, and a triumph. So you take 11 points of stun damage.
Well,
As they're opening fire with
I use
stun.
reflect.
Ooh. Tell me about it.
So I will suffer 3 strain to reduce damage by 2.
Okay.
Wait, is stun is strain damage though? So then it's kind of
No, it doesn't work in that case.
no.
If they're doing lethal damage, then yeah, 'cause
Yeah.
it'd be 2 separate pools.
Okay, so how much? 11.
11.
Okay.
Yeah.
Jeez.
Interesting. Are you sure? Double check that because it seems like that should work a little better.
Well, wait. No, if I suffer 3 strain and then 11, so then that would knock that down by 3. So then no, the math still like I'd wind up actually taking 1 more point with what it reduces. Should I make a pencil?
Okay. Yeah. Okay. Then I also have a triumph, which has got to be super awesome. Oh, the commander breaks free from your grip if you're blasted by these stun bolts. She twists away.
How is this super awesome? This isn't super awesome.
So triumph, the commander twists away, ball gag, of course. Let me go! Twists away. I don't think it's going too far with my triumph. And as she does so, strips the grenade from your hand. Pulling it out so now she has it. Still gripped in her dead man's trigger.
Shoot her.
Gone too far! Okay.
I do want to say, like, was the shooter somebody who should have taken one of these threats?
Yeah, so there'd be 3 threats? Yeah, we'll say yeah. Cool. So I'm going to turn all 3 threat into strain from one of those guys who got blasted. Is he gets his shot off and then he just falls and just collapses down to the ground.
Okay.
As that strain puts him over the edge, takes him out. 1 stormtrooper down. Second group of stormtroopers fire now, especially with the commander's free. They're going to continue to target
What?
you. Oh yeah. Highly secured facility, not screwing around, trained stormtroopers.
I mean, he did send a cart careening past them.
They're still targeting this guy.
He just
The guy
threw
with the grenade?
grenades at them.
The guy with the grenade who took the commander hostage?
Uh,
I've got 2 more groups. That's a failure.
failure.
Awesome.
Reroll. I'll need this later. I know it.
I will.
It's a miss. They fire. Intervals. Shoot all around you. You missed. 2 more groups.
Was that one that should have taken the threat, or no? My other threat?
Yes.
Oh.
Yeah, let's say would have been from that side. Whoa, I forgot how many threats they had. Do you remember?
They were flat.
Just flat, so they had 1 threat? Great, I'll give them a disadvantage, or give them a setback down the next roll.
Okay.
Okay.
I want to make sure my strain is being well spent.
I think they're gonna shoot you.
Okay.
Makes sense. Other side on the other side of the group here.
Especially since they're shooting stun. Like, it makes sense that they would shoot stun at the scientist.
I missed with 1 advantage.
Ooh.
You guys are getting lucky. They're stormtroopers.
It's what they do. Missing is what they do.
I have 1 advantage, so they take up a defensive position. And they're going to throw a boost die to the other group, last group
Okay.
of guys who are going to fire on you.
Okay.
Thank you. Boost. This is the one with Bob in it. Level beat on you. Stun damage
Okay.
right into the scientist. No.
Oh my gosh, that is a solid failure.
They're intimidated
Just
by
barely.
cool gun.
They must be, but they have 3 advantage.
3 advantage.
Gosh, that's really harsh. That's really rough. 3 advantage, great.
Because you love it.
Bob falls back,
Aw.
Oh, Bob.
hits the alarm on the wall.
Ah.
See? What if we
Red
just...
alerts go off throughout
killed
the
him
entire
from the
facility. And
I'm sorry.
and in addition to that, I think I'm going to throw a boost onto Bolgag, Commander Bolgag, who has the grenade. Like, the only dead man who's going to be here is you! And then chucks the stun grenade back in your direction.
But they're all together.
But she takes her maneuver first. Before she does that. And he's, oops, that's you. Takes her maneuver, drops back, throws the grenade. This guy will be screwed.
I'd like to upgrade that.
Spend dark side point, upgrade. Sounds good. So that's going to be a red and a purple. Against 2 yellow and a green. I've been rolling badly enough. Wait a minute, did I flip the wrong one? Was this?
No, you flipped the right one.
I flipped the right one? Okay, then I'll leave it. Trust to fate. It will do better this time. I think I gave myself a boost. Okay, so if this hits in the group, since you guys are kind of tightly packed together, I think it might hit the two of you with blast damage.
Unless it
So I
fails.
believe in you.
Fail. Despair.
Now this is like a firework. I succeed! Yes.
One success and any
And one
advantage?
advantage. One advantage. One success, one advantage. So that is
Oh dear.
stun grenade, I think we said was 8.
It was a frag grenade.
Oh my god, she chucked a frag grenade into you guys.
Yeah.
Oh, that was a stun! A frag grenade into the group. Great, I know how much that does. 8, so that's 9 points of damage to... I think you're the primary target, so that's 9.
I would like to, because it's still a ranged attack.
Yes.
Use my deflect.
Against the grenade.
Yes.
Okay, that's pretty
Can you
impossible to
Can you
imagine.
shove the grenade back?
Basically, so narratively, to make it make
Yes.
sense, is I will use basically my move power to kind of ward off the concussion.
Yeah, a cue
Yeah.
of that. As blast hits you.
Yeah.
Great. So,
I take no points of damage.
wow, because
That's amazing.
you're soak.
Yes.
Plus, you managed to reduce it, but you take 2 strain or 3
I take
strain.
3 strain.
3 strain. Okay, that works.
3 strain.
And then
You are caught in the blast. However, you're going to take just blast damage from it. So you take blast of 6. So you take 6.
okay, so I have 3 soaks. That means I take away 3
Yeah.
from my and
Exactly.
I already have a little bit injured.
A little bit injured. Oh, sure.
Actually-
you need 1 more because of the success. So actually take
4.
4.
If
Okay,
it's okay, I'd like to not do
8.
that and just take the damage.
Sure.
So it's 9 points.
9.
Cool.
Wait,
Because you're watching your strain versus your
Watching my
health
strain
pool,
versus my
you
health
got way
pool,
more
and I am
health,
a meat shield, so
But you get tired when you run too long.
yes.
Your body bodybuilder type. Okay, that's all of my guys. Over to the exiled Padawan.
Excellent.
That's quite a messy situation we're in. Are these all my dice?
Yes.
We can divide them up later. But I
Yeah.
just wanna keep-
You know, I'm pretty sure that's all yours.
Okay.
All
So
right,
we got
do
3
it.
dark side, 4 light side, 3 dark side. Oh, and the commander, I guess, should shout out a little of like.
Commanding. Firework.
This is what always happens. They always go crazy. These midichlorians drive them insane. You've fallen into their grasp. She's gone full Skywalker. Shut them down. We have to stop them. And the alarms are blaring.
For Squatch, and I ignite my lightsaber and I run at her, and I'm gonna shut her down.
Shut her down. Squanch. Okay, great. This is where she is. Lightsaber. Make your igniting your lightsaber sound.
Yes.
And then the orange blade ignites into the room. There's the red lights flashing all around you guys.
This is my first time seeing the lightsaber
it's
up.
so
right?
cool.
It's,
Yes.
It's cool
Yeah.
as hell.
It looks
Everyone
great.
falls back in terror. Wonder if you guys will survive this fight. It's looking.
Yeah.
Do remember though
That
that
door's
you
open. We
have
can run in.
you have a boost
That
or
door-
whatever
That
it
door's
is
open.
because my triumph makes it so that you're like you can get to the door or.
Is that
whatever
what the
it is.
Aye.
That's what her
Triumph
triumph
Yeah,
is.
the try. Yeah, you can-
Gives me
Well,
a
the
boost.
triumph
Run through
opened the
that damn
door.
I feel like a triumph should give me 2 boosts.
Triumph didn't give you a. Triumph give her a boost.
Well, my triumph was so that she had essentially whatever advantages she needed to get up and get out of there to the door.
Okay, so take 2 boosts.
Negotiation.
Wait.
Zeke, Renzik is yes.
Yes.
Clarification question. So the door to the reactor chamber is open. It slides open. There's a massive barrel that kind of slants probably slightly downwards into the earth, basically.
Is there cover in that area?
Yeah, there'd be like struts every, I don't know, 50 feet or something like that you could just kind of duck, roll behind, and you
Okay.
would have pretty decent cover.
Cool.
And it seems like it just runs down. It's kind of like a long stretch. It's big enough to drive a bus through.
Yeah.
And it seems to run down towards, there's some sort of larger mechanism you can see at the end of that, maybe a couple 100 feet down. That must surely be like the actual generator function.
What would Renzik do?
WWRD.
Yeah, I'm gonna take a. I'm gonna take a shot at her.
At her, okay,
Yeah.
at ball gag.
What's
I got
the my difficulty?
Against her, so it would actually be 1 red.
1 red.
Right, because you're in melee, so it'd be 1 purple. She has adversary 1, so it gets upgraded.
Yes.
Good.
Ooh.
Success.
That is
Yes.
super successful. Look at all that success. That is a beautiful, 6 beautiful, tasty.
On a lightsaber?
That's a
Yeah, does a
triumph,
lightsaber have a
basically. 6
crit?
successes.
What's the
Tasty.
crit on a lightsaber?
Isn't that a triumph?
Well, it's,
Crit is 1 on a lightsaber.
yeah.
Oh wow.
Never
Well, depends on
mind.
how upgraded his lightsaber is. It might be 2.
No, it's crit 1. Well, it's the old school type
Okay.
from the Edge book. So
So it's extremely lethal.
yeah, they walked that back in subsequent books.
They make you have to upgrade it a little more to get there. That's insane.
Yes.
So she's where do you hit her with the lightsaber, and how many pieces does she fly into?
I Darth Mauler.
Aw.
Yeah.
It's like 2 tasty pieces
Snoke her across.
of ball gag.
Snoke her across the middle.
Yeah.
Yes.
So
Yeah.
struck down before she becomes a real necessity of the story.
Exactly. Exactly.
That's disappointing.
Done.
I want to say ball gag more.
We'll talk. Yeah.
And then could I?
That's insane. Someone said this was you.
Whoa.
Yeah. So then, can I take 2 points of strain and move to cover in the other place?
Yeah.
Right over there.
Yeah.
All right. Cool.
Come over here. Okay, so you dash forward.
Yeah.
There's just a whoosh, and she just croaks out something, probably like, and then falls over dead.
Oh my gosh, that was so amazing.
And I point to Bob as I'm running on the way. You're next.
You run away.
Run away, saying you're next.
That's the
Insane.
coolest weapon I've seen in a while.
That's your turn. Back to the top. You're being a distraction.
I was being a distraction,
Well,
but
now
it was
you're
accidental. Here's what's about to happen.
Lousy stormtroopers can't shoot worth poodoo.
Tucking the crystal under my arm, I am going to sprint towards the door. And then I am covered in greasy flesh slime.
Yeah.
So I'm just going to dive and slide through the door.
Just right
Under the
Yes.
legs of yeah.
Yeah, and like if anyone tries to grab me or anything, I'm just going to squirt out. It's going to give me more momentum.
You have to break through a line of stormtroopers to get there.
Now, here's the other thing that I'm going to do. As I do that, I am going to do some inspiring rhetoric, where I'm going to shout out to my friends. And I'm going to say to my friends, I'm going to be all, yo, friends, think of this space, the sky cows. Think of the better future. Think of all of the scarves. Think of Squanch. Think of all the, none of this is going to be in this accent. It's all in a much more posh accent. Think of everything you hold dear. Think of fame for me. Think of all of the good things that are coming to us on the other side of that door.
What does that do?
What that does is I roll this little roll and I can give them some strain back.
Okay, let's see how effective you are.
Let's see how.
Inspiring them.
Let's see. It's a 2 purple difficulty, and it's a leadership check.
Okay, you got him. You got him. I'm not gonna upgrade that, so go ahead.
You're not gonna upgrade that? I am.
Well, I guess I will now then. Okay.
You monkey munker.
Flip that was good. That was good. That was good swearing.
Monkey munker. Yeah.
That's just how you swear normally. I don't know if that's Star Wars swearing.
100% how I swear normally. And that is a big not good for you.
No.
We have one success at
So
least.
for each of these success, I can give my friends a strain each. So I'll give you 1, 2, 3, 4.
Excellent.
Nice.
Excellent. Thank you.
Excellent. So you guys feel fired up, imbued with her calling you friends.
And then we all get a boost die, or anyone that was in your vicinity. So I guess it would really only be.
Nobody.
Yeah.
I feel like I'm also doing the maneuver at the same time, so I
Yeah,
could
so you could
end
probably
my
get
Renzik.
you can get Renzik, but none of us.
Sliding on the thing.
So you get a boost die, I think, for
Do I need to roll for that?
for a number of rounds equal to our
For my
leadership, I think.
moving over there for my maneuver or anything? Because I got
There
these
aren't
2
really
boost
attack
dice.
opportunities.
Should I ask these 2 boost dice to my inspiring rhetoric then?
Well, that was for whatever, like agility or whatever you
I'm
needed
going
to
to
get
add
to
it
the
to
door.
my inspiring rhetoric.
One more
Another
strain.
strain! I'm going to give it to you.
Oh, thank you.
I'll keep you
I mean, I
alive.
don't know where you guys are, but I know
we're
he's
fine.
really low.
He's
Yeah.
You're the one who got nailed.
Tag.
yeah.
Tagged. Cool. Okay.
I feel like
Is
that
your
extra
turn?
strain is how you
What?
feel when
Tag.
I come sliding up next to you. And I give you a smolder.
So you are here basically. There's this guy who's probably basically shooting everybody else with that group.
Yes. So I am going to I'm gonna fall in alongside Issa, and I'm just gonna say like let's go for the door, go for the door.
Yeah.
And I would like to use my action to whatever I can to like aid her so that we can get to the door, like so that we can both like make a mad dash to the door.
Okay, sounds good. How would you be aiding her? What do you have in mind?
I'll like some. I'm much shorter than she is, so I'll fall in. Like say they get to the door, and then I'll on like on the backpack for her like gun. I'm gonna pull a thing so that like compressed air just shoots out. So it.
Rocketed forward. I love it. Okay, that's good.
I love it. It makes sense with your drawing.
Yeah.
That's awesome. Yes, I just saw that. That's a brutal gun. It's got the backpack to shoot people
Nice.
with everything.
I mean,
Why the heck not?
if your gun doesn't have a backpack,
Yeah.
I mean, is it
Yeah.
even a
That's-
gun?
yeah.
Barely a good gun. Yeah.
I see the
I
same
like
thing
how
about
hearts
Nerf.
are coming out of it.
So if you're spending the turn, and then you're heading towards the door as well, right?
And that's
Yes.
what I'm gonna do for my
And that's what you're
turn,
going to do for your turn. Great. So you guys are covering each other, we'll say, as you run
Yeah.
for the door, which means so you guys all reach that door.
Didn't she open it with her triumph?
If all
Yeah.
of you guys,
Yeah.
it's already open, yes.
Yeah.
It's just waiting. So you're the only person who probably couldn't get through because you just had one maneuver. You guys are, and you probably are at the threshold of the door as well. You guys could actually run through into the chamber.
do it.
Yeah, and we
To the door.
we
You
take
have a-
2 strain for that, or
You don't even have to because
That's
all
our
you were
move.
doing really is moving.
yeah, okay.
So you have your
Yeah.
regular action, which you can downgrade to a maneuver,
Yeah.
and then take your regular maneuver. And that's enough to get you
Let's do it.
Let's get in.
and booking it through, which leaves the two of you kind of in the doorway, still as targets, the only real targets to the room of 11 remaining stormtroopers.
We gotta shut this door.
Gosh,
once
yeah.
we get
so
in.
dead. I'm the cauterized 2 halves of a human,
Yeah.
laying broken on the ground. Okay, they open fire, and I think it's going to be a Renzik again because you're short and slimy.
I'm also holding this crystal. So
Oh, you're
what?
holding the crystal, so they do shoot you too.
Yeah. So what if they
like
shot the
that.
crystal? Would that just like reflect back at him and kill him?
Destroy
I
the
don't know.
Crystal, good idea. We don't know what the crystal is. No, they're shooting at the guy with the lightsaber out.
Yeah.
He just cut somebody in half.
Which one do we
just-
shoot?
All I did was
3 feet
slide
tall,
across the
rainbow
floor.
Crystal.
Who's the
Angry
immediate
alien.
danger?
Just cut our commander in half.
Yeah.
And pointed, you,
What's
and
up?
you, and then you. I'm just standing in the doorway going, you, and you.
Okay.
You're next. I'm coming for you,
A
buddy.
hail of laser bolts, splasher bolts come. Just
it-
light you guys up around the side there.
Is it? Did they switch to lethal force now?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, now that they don't have to worry about stunning you, they open fire. Okay. Roll better this time. This will be the first group that they lost a guy, so they don't have quite as much firepower. No, they
They miss, but
miss. But
With the triumph.
It's so crazy. There's so many triumphs.
what
and
is going
goals.
on, dice?
Amazing.
Okay, great. So they shoot at you. they miss, or you're blocking it with the lightsaber and looking very cool. You're so close to you, however. Blaster bolt just singes an ear tip.
No!
Her career.
You have that reaction, which means clunk. The crystal hits the ground and starts slowly going coral. It just starts rolling.
How flammable is that?
Let's get a little.
Is that like Jabba gun?
Oh, it's super flammable.
Oh, okay.
It's one of
I
the
thought so.
safety.
Starts rolling back out into the room.
It's basically like 99% motor oil.
Yeah.
Oh, it's so bad.
Like, it's like the.
Wait,
jelly
did you set me
napalm.
on fire?
You set yourself on fire. You're the one who said it was extremely flammable. Yeah, you do smell like intense kerosene fumes off the person standing immediately next to
I'm
you.
gonna roll well all night and die.
You guys up here, like, you guys hear the clunk, and you guys look back, and you just see the little thing start to roll out of the room back in. The stormtroopers don't like move for it, like they know what it is. Nobody except Bob, maybe. Okay.
Bob doesn't know what it is.
Second group.
Yeah, Bob, come
You guys
closer.
have full power. Renzik.
Yeah.
This time I miss what?
Miss?
You are the
Miss?
worst stormtroopers.
Stormtroopers.
With so much
Yeah,
threat.
so much threat. And we'll say that was
That wasn't threat with that roll. That's a dice waiting
Yeah.
on him
to tell me he's got threat.
to tell
Yeah.
tell you that he's got a setback on his next roll.
Oh.
Is that his roll?
Yeah, so it was another.
Well, it's
Great.
it's the same.
These guys are just, God, that's so much threat. Too shocked. They're good. They're laser star. I don't. What? You're terrible. All you guys have one job. You're trained troops. You're supposed to shoot them. I think they're too shocked by you.
You know what?
Yeah.
They've
I
never
also
seen a
feel like-
lightsaber
They're-
before.
they're
Of course
too-
not.
Yeah, and there's all
They're
this.
taught that that's a myth.
There's a bunch of flesh slime on the ground near them.
They've got so much threat that like I'm actually giving them a religious experience where they're like, it's all a lie. The Empire's all a lie. They're going through what Renzik went through
Yeah.
when he survived Order 66.
They step back in shock. They step into the flesh slime that's been was seeping out from the pool. Yeah, and then they all just get knocked. They just fall flat on their asses. Just the sound of them all just falling down.
It's a whoop, whoop, whoop.
This time, I'm rolling so much. This is just statistically
You've been
unlikely.
very
Renzik,
nice
you
to
could-
not use your rerolls.
I have this one reroll.
Yes.
Just one.
I'm just
One.
Wait.
In a whole night.
because I keep thinking like, well, these are just the flukes. I'm getting the bad rolls out of the way. So it's just this is gonna.
And if you subscribe, you can get us rerolls.
That's right, guys. That's right. That's one of the many things by subscribing. Subscribing's lovely. That's you don't even have to donate for that. That's just spend your subscribe to our Twitch channel. Saving throw.
That
Saving
is.
throw show. Yeah, that's it. If you guys have Amazon Prime, by the way, and you haven't subscribed to something on Twitch before, you get a free subscription that Amazon Prime account covers. So
Oh, wow.
you can
That's
make that.
awesome.
You can make that saving throw, and you can give us rerolls.
Awesome.
So that's one
I hit.
success. And
One success.
3.
10 points of
Advantages.
damage.
10 points of damage.
Yeah.
Then I'm going to use my 3 strain, and I will take 1 point of damage.
Oh yeah. That is you are a meat shield.
I am a meat
These are
shield.
squads of stormtroopers opening fire on you. You just
So cool.
Yeah, he's just reflecting, parrying them. You're feeling it's nice to stand next to this guy. Good
I'm
stand.
feeling better.
Yeah. It takes you back to the days when you know.
To me, it's like a
there was
laser
light
light.
shows.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And the smoke coming off my ear is like
There's
like a
2
smoke
more
machine.
groups?
That was.
You did it.
I thought that was
You
3
just did
groups.
three.
That was
I think that was
yeah,
three.
fourth
I
group.
think that was 3.
Okay. Great. 11 points of damage, and they have 1 threat. I will give them a step back as they're also terrified.
I'm going to take that damage.
What?
You know,
You've got armor.
I've got a lot of soak.
You're accounting for your stormtrooper armor as well, I assume.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, it's just things are clipping you, and they're just leaving little blast marks on you, and it's just laser bolts are just flying everywhere. No one has that crystal. The alarm is still going off in the facility. You know how the size of this facility. There are more than 12 stormtroopers here.
Yeah.
Okay.
Wait, isn't it?
It's my
It
turn.
is your turn.
Yeah.
It is your turn. The thing is just kind of slowly rolling away into the room.
Yes. I use my maneuver, I use my action and my maneuver to grab that and get behind cover.
Okay.
And then
back up to the tunnel.
I shout, is there a way to shut this thing?
That's what we gotta work
That's
on.
what we're working on.
Okay.
Work faster.
That's true. So you dart out to grab it, and then come back. There's got to be a cost for that. I think they're going to get another chance to shoot you.
But if
you
this
run
is
out
all
of time.
happening simultaneously, like, wouldn't that be? I mean, it's a maneuver, and then I'm not doing another action. I'm just using my other maneuver to get back in behind. And if I'm,
that's fair.
basically, it's
Okay,
like,
that's yeah. You're right. Good point. It does kind of hose you, so that works for me.
I'm rules lawyering.
Yeah, sounds good.
Rules lawyer.
That sounds good. So you dash out.
The
you
greatest
grab
and
it,
worst of all superheroes.
Got me 2.1 million.
Flash your bolts all around you. Snag the thing. Drag it back.
That's my turn. I'll go inside.
You go inside as well. I think you
Yes.
probably have enough maneuver to grab it. Come duck
Yeah.
back inside. Renzik has the crystal. The doorway's open. The stormtroopers start marching in towards you guys.
Or
Like,
do they?
Just shooting through the doorway.
Because in my turn, it's my turn, yes?
Back to the top of the order. Yes, it is.
It's time for some scathing tirade. That's where I yell at them, and it costs them strain.
Nice. Yeah.
You're fighting for the wrong side. You're full of evil. Everything about you's bad. Also, I'm very famous and I don't like you, and everyone hates it when famous people don't like them. Ask Donald Trump.
That seemed to be effective.
Sponald Spump.
Ask Donald Trump about how much he hates when famous people don't like him. It really, really bothers him.
Trump with the HUD showed up in a different game.
I assure you I'm very
At
famous.
Trump Palace. It was tremendous. It was
I'm gonna
fun.
upgrade.
Amazing. Oh,
I'm gonna
man.
upgrade.
Upgrading. Well, then I better upgrade as well.
What, you monkey? You monkey licker!
So that is just how you swear.
How many monkeys are you
Mess
licking?
that up. Wookiee and lizard monkey liquor.
Space monkey licker!
There you go. Cool.
Spunky licker!
Yeah.
That's starting to sound like an actual swear word.
Spunky liquor. Yeah, that does sound gross. All right, let's see how the skating tirade goes.
You're terrible and you
Spare-
need to totally change your
You
ways!
failed.
Dang it!
Oh
Yeah,
no.
forward
Here's-
advantage.
Here's the thing though, this isn't,
They're still firing as you come around the corner to yell at them. They just don't hear you.
Yeah, so the scathing tirade just doesn't
it doesn't affect them.
work. Yeah.
But I do
You have
have
tons of
advantage.
Forward advantage, right?
Does
And the advantage costs them strain.
Does it? Oh,
Yes.
that directly turns into strain?
Yep.
Oh. What did the successes
It's
do?
just, the successes also turn to strain. It's not really,
I thought, well, it doesn't give them setback. It doesn't operate the except.
My work is that.
I would figure it would operate
I
the
just-
exact opposite of what
it's-
inspiring rhetoric is, right? Isn't
Oh, that's interesting. I will look it up. It does.
just-
If it's strain, it's important because a bunch of them fall down. If it's strain,
inspiring
or
rhetoric.
give up.
Scathing tirade. Make a 2 purple coercion check. 1 enemy for each success in short range suffers 1 strain. Spend success for 1 affected enemy to suffer 1 additional strain.
So that does strain.
Yeah.
Is what it sounds like. Yep.
So I'm just gonna lay some strain on the closest dudes.
Okay, awesome. Then a bunch of guys fall down. Because we had 3, 2, they take strain as regular damage. Yeah, they fall down, they don't fall down. They question their life choices.
Yeah, they don't fall down. They
But they-
step back and they go,
What are we
Uh,
doing?
we're being totally evil.
Wait, are we the bad guys?
I think we are.
I need to go home and fuck my kids.
I need to reassess everything.
Yeah. So that probably knocks out how much strain? That did 4?
It was 4.
Okay, that's enough to take 2 guys down. Come on, man. Hey, you can't quit. Yeah, we can. Watch us. I'm gonna walk outside and they're immediately court-martialed and murdered.
But they feel better about it.
Also betrayed by
they're
Bob.
They're happy finally.
Yeah.
Okay. Good stuff. That's
Okay,
that's
so-
more guys.
So I'm back inside the
Down to
door.
9. You guys are doing great. You're back inside the door. You duck inside the door. The door is open. It is over to Z-Tag's turn.
Yeah, so we're together, and I'm like, just get the door closed, and I'll open the panel, but I'll let her do the mechanics check because I know she's better at it than I am, and I'm just going to take my last stint pack and just find whatever bits of his like fish body are poking out from the armor and just stab that stim pack in there.
Nice.
And I think we've already used.
We already used one.
So it's
earlier,
4 instead
so
of
it's 4
5.
now?
Yeah, it's
Okay.
4 instead of 5. Yeah.
Excellent.
Great.
Nice.
Even you can use the occasional stim pack.
Yeah.
It's better than 0.
Nice. That stims you up.
Yeah. I am now out of stim
That
packs.
rush, that intense rush where you feel great. Okay, there's this panel that's open. It's all wires and lights in there. Lisa has a good look at it.
I've used all of my things. I have a light blaster.
But it's like, to be clear, it's not just that you're shutting the
give you a
door.
vibroblade.
It's that you're
Oh,
locking
good.
it and putting a code
like,
on it
definitely
that no
know
one
how to
can
use
break.
that.
I'm gonna jury rig it too. I'm gonna jury rig this guy. The door I want
Yes.
to slam shut, so
Do
also
what?
so it can't be opened from the outside. Like
Very smart. Okay, well that is going to be a 3 purple mechanics check. I think that's hard to do.
Yeah.
Okay.
You should
And
definitely
then
update
I
on
also
this.
think because you're under intense
Yeah.
time pressure, time crunch, and you don't have tools with you. I gotta give you. I better give you 3 black setback.
Added to this one,
Yeah,
I do have I always keep that little screwdriver behind my ear. Remember I pulled it out earlier?
2 black setback. That's true. You do have your. setback.
Do we have? What about our? Or do we want to save the item for the?
It's that's an encryption thing. We
okay.
could
Yeah.
try to use it, but I wonder if we'll need that in terms of like installing the crystal and getting the gun to fire.
What is?
Kind of up to you, and you also don't know if it works great or if it.
That's right.
I know if it
Yeah,
works
we
great
don't.
if we're totally back.
Yeah.
What about the brace maneuver to remove a rank?
I don't have that,
Oh, okay.
but I do have jury rigged.
Ah.
Yes, that works. I'll totally accept jury rig to just fry the
yeah.
lock.
And I don't know if I can
with
use.
the elevator panel.
I don't know if I can use the force with this or not. But
You want to use your manipulability?
I don't know if this is actually going to be better.
I think would totally make sense to use manipulability on if you want to, but it might just be a straight up mechanics roll.
Yeah,
If you want to add a force die to it, we can count your light side points as successes and your dark side points as
Okay.
failures, because I think that makes sense to me.
Let's do it.
Whip.
I'm also going to spend.
Unless, of
oops.
course, you give into the dark side, then your dark side points can count as successes too.
Yeah, that's a possibility. Because I don't know. I'm going to flip one
Ooh,
of
I
these two.
know I'm also going to just
Nice.
flip that right back. So turn one of those purple into a red. Keep that black
Oops.
though.
So many dice.
That's a lot.
That's a huge.
All right, here we go.
Okay, let's see what we
It's
got.
heavy.
Do it.
Oh yeah, and a failure.
Okay, so
Oh my
we got a lot
god.
going on here.
Why don't we have any
failure.
rerolls?
Yeah, that looks like a failure.
Plus your force point came up dark side.
Yeah.
Now, so it's a
I have a
failure.
couple advantages though.
It's
I've
a-
got one advantage.
It's a
Or you
failure
can go to the
unless
dark
you give
side.
into the dark side. If you give into the dark side, I will let you use that dark side point as a success, which would give you enough successes to slam the door shut.
It's scary.
All
Scary.
you have to do is just harness do whatever place of darkness or rage, or fear, anger.
You know what? Okay, so I think
You're just your commander just gets sliced in half.
I think because I also shot at Bob, and I'm like really torn up
his
about Bob.
blood torn.
Yeah.
And I think I do
It's
it.
also
And I
alive.
remembered it worked last
Don't
time
shut
when I
the
was
door yet.
frustrated. And I remember you gave that speech, but the frustration I felt last time was like a feeling I had. I know people have feelings. And like having a feeling again, I'm like, ah! And I've
Feelings.
totally used the dark side point to make the door do the thing.
Nice. You're like working on it, and you've got the screwdriver in there, and it's it's doing like.
Like Bob.
Yeah, and then it's just like all the lights just go and like flash, and then the whole thing just slams shut, and then like whatever the little dial spins. Locks. Great. Use the dark side. I love it.
Is Bob still alive? Did we fail to kill Bob?
I think Bob's still
Right,
alive.
it's still
I'm
alive.
still alive.
Trey.
Yeah,
What's
well,
the to-do
Stormtrooper.
We're
list?
gonna have to kill this whole timeline.
Fair enough.
There's like a vein.
Yeah.
You says use the dark side. This will apply to you as well.
Yes.
So last time when you guys were using the dark side, I said
Yeah.
use the dark side. That's fine. However, it adds some setback dice to your next check unless you continue to give into those dark emotions. Since you are in a more intense dark side place, more emotional intense, next check you make will automatically be upgraded. The difficulty will be upgraded to a red unless you're coming to it from a negative dark
Okay.
side spot, no matter what the check is.
Mhm.
Then you'll actually get a bonus, some boost dice to your roll.
Okay.
I'll give you a boost
Okay.
die if you go to the dark side place. But if you try and reject it, your rolls will be harder. Just for your next roll.
Okay.
Yay, the dark side. Okay. The door is shut.
An
For a
evil
moment,
shut door.
There's that like hermetic sealing sound of like. The sound of laser fire is safely on the other side of a blast steel door that's 5-6 inches thick. There's a little panel where you can see the stormtroopers like still firing at the door and it's just going bing, 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 bing.
Isa, we're counting on you now. This crystal somehow is going to create a portal to another time. And I'm sure you totally understand this based on the very little we're able to tell you.
Yes, it's a whole. Like I take the crystal. I start walking like towards like I'm gonna start going in the direction.
It's like 100 feet or so.
This is a completely unnecessary bridge.
Of course.
Sorry, I'm
It's
sorry.
one
how
of
did you-
those. Yeah, it's one of those. It's one of the like. Why would you? Yeah, because they need sufficient room for the reactor energies to
Yeah.
accrete before they vent. So that's
That makes all
That
kinds
makes
of
sense,
sense.
actually. That makes sense.
It makes a lot of sense.
It does.
Yeah, this is like yes. So this is just basically. It's basically as you guys walk, you start to realize you're in the barrel essentially of an extremely massive
Oh, Lord.
gun, sort of. There are these struts along the way. It's all extremely nicely burnished. That stainless steel look. It's like where like you touch it and it leaves fingerprints on it, and you're like, oh, no one's ever touched this. In fact, people are probably not supposed to be just walking down the middle of this thing.
It's probably one of those places where you don't walk down it because of the dying that you will do.
Like you're walking on the inside of like the
This is where the Emperor makes his fizzy lifting.
the CERN Hadron Super Collider.
Sure.
Like that, like you're
It
walking
feels
down.
like all they have to do to kill us is flip a switch somewhere, and we're vapor.
I haven't been here in a while.
Speaking of you, you
dear.
hear the alarm still going off.
Oh, dear.
So,
Quickly.
Yeah. Let's move fast.
Yeah, okay. It's
Sounds
so
good.
great in here. God, I wish I could take some pictures. It's so great in
Nope,
here.
because you're not coming back.
Yeah. Take
We're
some
going
pictures
to
on the other side.
another timeline
Okay.
where things are better.
Yeah, no, I want to get to that timeline.
Scarves are everywhere.
I've given up so much. This is all I got
There's
now.
nothing left for you here.
It's all nothing but good trucking jobs.
There's a good union.
I
I
can't
think
wait.
it's a multiverse thing, so I don't think we're gonna die because it's actually going on a different branch of the multiverse. I think that's what's happening, but I don't really know. It's all theory.
there,
See?
about 100 feet away is like the actual reactor core part, the actual generator area, and there's some access hatches and just the labels that haven't been taken off yet, which are like extreme death.
Extreme death. Let's print up some labels. What should we
Red
say?
and white.
Extreme death.
Well, it's like the skull and
Totally
crossbones
dead.
with like the cross electricity bolts underneath
It's
it.
too late.
Except the skull is screaming and disintegrating, just turning into bits.
I love the thought that the Empire has this little tiny section of whimsy where they're like, well, people in here are dead anyway. We'll just go ahead and make some really cool labels.
It's bureaucracy, making all there's a guy whose entire job is to make sure the label is the exact right size.
Yeah.
That's his life. So you reach it, and as you guys get there, and you like see the panel, like it swings open, just that nice oiled swing, and yeah, there's this like it's this large black recessed area, and there's all sorts of colorful cables and lights. It's just extremely complex, but like set into the back of it, thrumming internally where the two little diodes connect to either point, is a kyber shard about this big, kind of recessed into the back, the focal point of this generator. It's exactly what you need to switch out. It's going to be easy, you think, before you hear the sound of that blast door behind you starting to get wrenched open. Force is slid open, and you don't see, it's 100 feet down behind you. You don't see anything on the other side just yet. And then stepping into view, looks like a stormtrooper, but
It's not just
a bit bulkier.
Oh dear.
Overbuilt, like plasticine gauntlets going on, a lot of black tubing running up the sides, some sort of large pack on the back, overbuilt big helmet. Puts his hands down, starts slowly walking up the tunnel towards you guys.
Lord.
And
Quickly.
then another one coming in behind him.
Yeah.
You guys have never seen troopers like this before. Definitely not in your timeline. They've got the very cool, sleek curves of the First Order troopers, but it's just like really big, almost Hulkbuster-esque looking stormtrooper armor of guys coming in. Not quite that bulky, but like
At all like what I'm seeing?
starting walking up about 100 feet away from you. You're facing this crystal thing. You're gonna have to swap it out. It's very difficult, very technical. I'm gonna need a number of rolls from you if you're gonna be successful in order to power this thing up.
Can I request any help from Z-Tac at all?
Yeah. Can I help out with that?
Yes, absolutely, you can help out. That will make it easier if that's what you guys are doing. What would you guys do as soon as you look down and see these guys coming in? Are you just holding your ground at the top of the tunnel? It basically, there's just about, like I said, maybe 30 feet wide, 100 feet long,
Can I
15 feet wide.
do anything in this time to recover some more strain?
Recover
You know what
strain.
you can do
Sure.
in this timeline to recover strain? Is that I can inspiring rhetoric you.
Yeah, can you just do that whenever you
Roll a
like?
bit.
Yeah.
Yep. It just takes an action.
I need you to inspire me.
There we go, let's hear
That's
it.
what I'm here for. You're a sexy, sexy fish man. There's so much waiting for you in the other timeline. Potential deals with like photography, and I was never really good friends with you before. I always considered you more of a tool, but now we're like blood brothers, sisters, friends. I don't know, relatives. We're basically relatives now.
We're almost cousins.
We're almost
We're both green.
no, but cousins who were raised really close to each other, so
Yes.
like they feel really close to one another. There is so much waiting for
cousins.
you in the other timeline. So many good things. I will give you some you will just earn. We will save the world, and we won't have to live in this terrible, terrible place. And even dying is better than living here. You understand that, of course.
I'm inspired.
Home. We're going home. Inspiring rhetoric is a 2 purple, and it's a leadership check.
Leadership, roll it up. You feel somehow so relieved to hear.
We're going home.
Yes, the going home part at the very end. Clicked in.
Roll well.
Yes, you did.
I did.
Yes, you did.
I did roll well.
You rolled well
2
indeed.
success, it looks like. And a bunch of advantage.
Yeah, so each one of those is a strain back to you.
Excellent.
Great, so you guys do that. Your first check is you guys.
Success. How much? Or each?
Oh, so she only needs 1 success. That means that
This
you
all cancels
have
out.
a boost die on for a number of turns equal to her leadership roll,
Oh, cool.
and then you get to recover a strain for each advantage she has.
Awesome. 4. Excellent.
Sweet.
I will take it.
Your first check that you guys have to pass as you get in there. You know, the first step is it's just a
Thank you.
basic
Got it.
mechanics check
Thank you.
to like unfasten the thing.
How many ranks of leadership? do you
Very
have?
carefully and
Cool.
set up all the different necessary brackets. 4 purple,
Okay.
and it would be 3 black setback dice because this is normally something that they take like an entire day to do, and you're trying to do it right now.
Okay. Can my gearhead at least get rid of one of those?
Yes, and since
For-
you're
for a
assisting
mechanics
her,
check?
I would say let's get rid of 2 of the black setback dice.
Okay.
Okay, and then I gotta use this, right, in place of a purple?
Oh, unless you want to do it from a yes, so this would be automatically upgraded. Unless you want to give into
The dark side.
tell me what negative emotions you're harnessing. This isn't even really a force roll at this
Yeah,
point.
yeah.
Unless you want to add a
So,
force.
so do I include this or in this roll then,
Yes.
or no? Okay.
Oh well,
Or is that?
yes, unless you will have to.
We're
include
doing this
that.
together. You can't give into the dark side. No, we're doing
So I
Yeah,
guess-
so if it goes into him saying
Okay,
that, then you
yeah.
do. But if you push him out of the way and go, no, I can do this myself. You don't know what you're talking about.
No.
I can do this.
We've been buddies. Yeah,
Yeah.
I'll listen to him. So I put.
You do
This
have to
instead
upgrade
of-
So,
one
so
of
put
those
a,
purple
yeah, put a
to
purple
red.
down, take a red, but then I would say let's flip another.
I'm
Yeah.
gonna
Yes.
flip it right back, so you're gonna take.
Oh my gosh.
This is gonna be a very hard roll. That's 2 red.
Can I flip another one of those? Or?
Against
Only
2
one at a
yellow
time,
and
yeah.
2 green. I will say, since Detect's really helping you out and gave you the good boost, take the other black step back away. I think I'll give you all 3 since you guys are both extremely capable.
Thanks, buddy.
Let's do this.
1, 2, 3.
Do it! Triumph!
Ah, no.
Oh my God, no.
Bunch of failures.
Not even a little bit.
Wait.
So this,
Wait, what was that one? Oh, that was.
those two.
Was that 2 fails?
Yeah,
One, take that
those
one
two. So we have that
And
and
1 success, and then 2. So we have
so
one threat, 1 fail.
No, just literally just one failure.
Okay.
One failure.
Just one failure.
Okay.
No advantage, no threat, just one failure.
Bolts of and sparks of green electricity start flashing out of this thing, just giving you a sense of the huge amount of, like, this generator seems sedate, doesn't seem like it's doing anything right now, but it's like crazy bursts of energy start shooting out of those 2 contact points on the side
Oh yeah.
of the crystals. You start to get it, like, just from the slightest bump of accidentally not quite getting it right.
The only 2 strands of hair that I have in my head, like Homer Simpson style, are now just standing straight up.
Yeah. Great. So you guys failed on that. So each of you guys take 3 points of strain.
Okay.
You're not going to apply your soak to that. But just as you guys just are kind of slightly shocked and also just terrified.
Okay. This isn't working.
We might need your help with your forciness.
I feel like he might be a little occupied right now
The stormtrooper.
with
Stormtrooper stops about 50 feet away from you once it gets about halfway up the tunnel.
Oh crap.
Opens up the gaunts. You can see there's like some sort of like aperture, or it's like a slightly glowing, slightly reddish glowing underside. Great Iron Man has.
Oh no.
Pulls back its arm and then thrusts it out towards
Are
you.
we in any kind of
And nothing
cover?
happens. Were you?
I think, like, is there cover around here? Because if there was cover,
Just these struts you can kind of roll behind
They
and
would
pop
shoot
out.
at us.
Get some.
I don't know.
Because
I would say
wouldn't
no.
they hit?
'Cause I didn't
Look,
sound
if they
like
blow
you
up the
guys
generator, then we all go anyway.
were. Or if you guys are uncovered, then these are probably the targets.
Yeah.
so that's not a.
Well,
I guess that's my question.
I never
Yeah,
got a
we're-
chance to, because I was just
Yeah, she
being
did do it.
It's been
fired.
her turn. That's right. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I did skip you.
So yeah, I'd actually, I'm going to stall that stormtrooper, that super trooper. I'm gonna run, light up my lightsaber, and yell, "For Gillis!" and run.
Run towards him. Okay.
Yeah.
So as you get close to him, he does the thing I just described. Okay, and then you see nothing comes out. There seems to be no indication anything's happening whatsoever until you get that feeling you get when the Force is used, like your antennas perk up, and you feel an invisible hand slam into you, possibly.
Possibly.
Maybe.
I also do have some
But chance.
flesh slime
Oh, nice.
left.
On you.
I
It
might
is
be able to
highly
use
flammable.
this
Yeah,
too.
yeah.
Can you slide me the gun back really quickly?
Okay.
I'm gonna throw some ink on it. Ooh.
That's why I
But
saved those
Shouldn't we have
rolls.
rolled for Shouldn't we have rolled for initiative?
Shall we? Let's do that now.
Okay.
That sounds good. Yes, because you would think you would get your
No,
attack in
no,
first.
wait. Before we roll for initiative, let's stay on this failed roll.
No.
No. I mean, like.
This roll stays. We're just gonna roll for initiative.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
Don't worry about it.
Just making sure this isn't a cheap re-roll situation.
All right, we better do opposed vigilance rolls here.
All right.
Okay. What do I get to roll?
Vigilance.
Success and 2 advantage.
Ooh.
2 success and an advantage.
Success and 3
Uh,
advantage.
2 successes. One of the successes is a triumph and an advantage.
Ooh.
Are we all rolling?
Yes.
I'm an idiot. Oh,
Yeah.
Might as well. Might as well. I was just gonna keep the initiative order from before, but
Oh yeah.
we'll just.
Uh,
It did kind of reset. So
Did I
that's
just
okay.
wait, what do we roll for initiative?
It's either
Vigilance.
cool or
We'll do vigilance for
vigilance.
this one.
Okay, thank you. With your triumph. 1 success, 1 advantage.
Yeah. I took an extra strain to add a success to that.
Awesome.
So I'm at 4 strain now.
That's amazing.
Then I think it's three.
Oh, I knocked this one over.
That's
Yeah.
what I thought. There were
It
two
was-
dark
yeah.
side, right?
Yeah.
Awesome. Okay. And then I probably did roll it. I guess I have to re-roll it.
No. What?
It's okay. That's what I was going to do anyway. I'm going to spend my re-roll on it.
All right.
Okay.
We have a toast that was
As
suggested.
long as you spend the
I'll
reroll.
do on my re-roll,
Getting a drink.
which is, what's up, girlfriend?
All right, here you go.
What's up, girlfriend? So,
Yeah,
what's up,
yeah.
Yes.
girlfriend? Okay. What's
What's
up,
up, girlfriend?
I think that comes from Bard 1971. Thank you.
Glub,
Thank you,
glub,
Bard.
glub, glub, glub.
1971.
Okay. Here we go. My re-roll. Make it worthwhile, you son of a bitch.
Okay.
What did you call it?
Oh, you're right.
Son of a bitch.
That's not what you said.
That is what I
That's
said.
not at all what you said.
I already flipped
true.
it.
Oh.
Thank
No,
you.
it is not
That's
what I
true.
said.
There's something else.
It's in here, man. It's not on tape. Did I roll this one? This one.
It fell off.
It's gone.
It fell off some time ago. I wonder how long
It's like on your jacket.
it's on my jacket.
When did you take your
I
jacket
took
off?
off my sweater. It's okay. So I probably took it off just like maybe an hour ago. That's
So
30, 40 minutes ago.
professional.
It's okay. I don't think that mattered too much in the grand scheme of.
It's like reading a novel, but just reading like the dialogue.
Yes.
We're just skipping all the narration.
Okay, great. So, I think I get to call my dark side points as successes.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah,
Because your dark side,
because it's evil.
evil things, monkeys.
You take
Yes.
10 points of damage.
Whoa.
And this has, your armor doesn't apply. This ignores soak. This is
Okay.
essentially, it has
Okay.
breach. So your hit, you just take 10 points straight to your soak.
Okay.
And feel yourself thrown backwards as if someone just used the force move ability on you and hurls you backwards.
Okay.
As the force trooper stops in front of you. So he's probably, after pushing you back 20 feet away or so, you can see the other guy, the second force trooper, just enters the doorway, probably behind him, and starts thundering his way up, coming towards you guys as well. There's nowhere to go. You're flush against this thing. You still have to make 3 successful checks to power this thing up.
Crap.
Yes.
Of the exact same.
So we'll say you guys went, you did your thing. Let's go back to the top of the order. If that sounds good.
I never actually rolled to hit.
Oh, yeah.
I never got to swing. I ran
you
up
did your-
and
and
then
you
you
have the
did the
boost
thing.
Okay.
And then, yeah.
Great. Okay, so because I got to beat you on the chance.
Yes.
thing. Okay, so go ahead. Your turn.
Cool. Yeah, I'm going to take a swing at him.
Great.
I'm gonna,
Your
With-
difficulty is a red
uh-huh.
and let's see here, melee and 2 black setback.
2 black setback.
Yes, against melee.
And I will take a boost die, 3 yellow. I'm going to take a strain to upgrade this.
All right, it's the big swing.
Oof.
We have a bunch of light points.
Oh yeah, that's true. We do have a ton.
Yeah, let's flip one.
Flip one out, flip it back. Okay, so we'll add an extra purple there, and you can go ahead and upgrade yours.
Another yellow, please.
There you
Thank
go,
very
sir.
much.
Triumph.
Oh. No triumphs.
Oh my God, a failure.
Was it a failure? Yeah.
2, 3, 4 failure against 3 success.
Fuck.
Yeah, I'll take that. That's rough. As you swing, and I think narratively he just hits you with the like raises both his hands up in a defensive posture. And you feel like the slowing, and then as force wall hits you. Trooper takes off his helmet, revealing the blood-splattered face. The B's-0B.
Aww.
Wait, when did he get the force?
It's not the Force. It's our new weapon, he says, looking you down. Behold the next level of Imperial technology. You could hear like this high-pitched whine. And then just on the edge of your Force perception, sounds like the anguished, high-pitched squeal of like a creature in pain, just Just you can barely pick that up with your force perception. That it blends in with the sound of like a pack on his back powering up as the generator. I'm ending this here! Your madness stops now! He says as he preps for strike again. Okay.
Whose turn is it?
Technically yours.
Technically mine.
We'll keep the same order. So I think in my mind the order is you two, my guy, and then my guy probably wins. So my guy will go last. How about you and then my guy?
Cool.
Sound good? Okay.
I would like to charm him. You're so powerful.
Popped in your own.
I can't believe I ever thought of pushing you out a window.
You thought pushing me out a window?
No, I didn't.
That was me.
It was someone else.
It'd be so easy to crush your
It's
head from
so-
here.
You're so powerful, we clearly cannot resist you.
That's right.
There's nothing we can do against someone as amazing and strong and
That's right, but
good-looking as you are.
you've crossed the Rubicon at this point. You've
Have
signed
we?
your deaths. Your
Have we?
blood dripping down the
So
side
you're
of his
saying-
face.
Why is the blood dripping down the side of your face?
Got shotgunned in the face.
Oh,
by
you
this guy.
shotgunned him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, bravo. I suppose there's nothing for us to do but to give ourselves up
Correct.
to you. So you better not hurt anyone else while we're giving up, is what I'm saying.
Okay, that's okay. I got your charm check now. So this is to charm him.
Uh-huh.
Interesting. Okay, so I will oppose this with his discipline 2 red and a purple.
2 red and a
Do I
purple.
have him over here?
Yeah.
There's some red. There we go.
Okay. You know what?
I got it.
I'm gonna be super congenial and downgrade the difficulty on this.
So congenial. Well, I will spend one of my dark side points to re-upgrade that. And I assume you'd like to
I'm gonna
upgrade
like
yours.
to, yeah.
Yep,
No,
all right, there we
let's
go.
play Trady the Upgradey.
Balance in the force.
Trady the Upgradey.
Upgradey. I'm ready for it. Let's see what happens.
All right, so this is 4 yellow. Dang it!
Aha.
I will have to get that
Only
later. I'll get that in a
dice.
second.
Okay.
2 red and a purple.
I'll tell you what I think about that.
No, you know that I'm very, very famous and good-looking
Where are my despairs?
and not at all
It's a
successful,
failure.
Oh.
but a lot of advantage.
Oh, the dark side is strong in this place right
man.
now. There is no surrender at this point.
But I have
You've
3
killed the
advantage.
commander. You've signed your death warrant. I see you've all gone truly insane now. You had your chance to back down, Issa. And now you'll
You
feel
who
the
is
full
insane.
brunt of imperial might. And then pops out like a grape. No, not yet.
He does not his turn.
No,
3
it's
advantage.
All right.
Does that mean that I can pass a boost die
No,
onto
you get
Resident?
2
I'd say you
boosts
pass
from
2
me.
boost die into red.
2
Two.
boost dies.
I think
Okay.
with
To
3,
Rentic.
that's probably
Okay.
fair. If you can tell me
Or,
what
no,
that,
I'm sorry, wait.
why
It's,
you would get 2.
You get to remove 2
because-
black.
Or you could give him 1 and them 1 if you wanted.
So
We'll
You should
see what
probably
he
give
has
to
them
say.
it
Yeah,
because
okay.
we want them to succeed.
Okay, I'm gonna give you each. Okay, so you get a boost die and you get a boost die, and what it is that you see
That's for you.
my great beauty, and my willingness to step forward and sacrifice myself for you
Really,
inspires
really,
you.
it is very inspiring.
Super. I mean, because I'm so beautiful. And
Even covered in slime
Yeah.
and having
Stunning.
fallen down a lot.
It's the purple hair.
She
I
still
mean-
obviously thinks she's so beautiful that it's very inspiring.
It's
despite all of the ways in which I have seemed not at all graceful or beautiful or impressive at all, you can still tell that there was a timeline in which I was a supermodel.
Yeah, because the way you flick the slime off of your hair.
Yeah,
is very
like even with all the stuff that's happened, I still have had a huge amount of confidence, and confidence is attractive.
All right.
I see it. I'm like,
Yeah.
at one point, this shriveled husk probably was beautiful at one point.
Yeah,
in this dark, dark place.
I have to,
shining. Shining.
I have to accept
Same
it.
difficulty for purple. Now, 1 doesn't automatically get upgraded this time because
Right.
you overcame that. So just 4 purple.
4 purple this time? purple,
I believe it
yes.
was 4 purple last time as well, right?
Yeah, but
3?
you added a red.
Oh, is it the red? Okay, 4 purple.
Yes.
And then the blacks were taken away because of you.
2 blacks are taken
Taken
away
away.
from because of me, and then you get a boost die, and then I get a boost die. But I'm using my action to help you, so could I give
which
her
is
my
the boost die I gave you?
Those would be
That's-
his boost
okay.
die.
That works for me. Are you, and you can have the brace maneuver. I will spend a dark side point to turn, give you, yes.
And then we're gonna spend another one to.
And flip it back. Okay, there we go. Okay, so it's so many dice.
Yes!
There's so many despairs that have not been rolled.
Not a success.
It's
No,
another
it is.
failure.
No.
It is. It is a success.
It is.
So that cancels that out and that.
Yeah.
But there is a threat.
There's another success.
So
And
two
another
successes. So 2 successes, one's a triumph,
Yeah.
and 2 threats.
Yes.
Ooh.
Yes.
Nicely
Yes.
done. You managed to, so you succeed, and you have a triumph. So I'll tell you what the success means. You can tell me what the triumph is, and then I'll tell you what the threat is. So you definitely pop the crystal out finally, that you get those diodes just right. Pull it out before an energy surge comes through it, and get that Kyber shard down on the ground. It is ready to take the backup crystal. That, who has it?
They have it. We
Who's
handed
holding
it.
it?
We have it.
I am.
He's holding it over
Yeah.
there. Okay. It's glowing with that internal light. All you have to do is get that in and then recalibrate the system, and then you can fire this thing.
Okay.
2 more checks. What is your triumph?
1 more check.
Yeah, that's my first thing.
No.
No.
Oh, 1 more check. That's the
One more
triumph.
check instead of 2.
No, it's definitely 2 more checks.
Can I suggest something?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Your next check is downgraded.
Yeah, that makes
Nice.
sense.
Or,
Yeah.
maybe like you remove that shard and it sends a bullet at the guy. I don't know.
Shoots like an electrical
Our
blast.
triumph.
Yeah.
Our triumph is we all stab Bob.
I feel like that's the
You'll
narrative.
get 1
wants that.
free stab.
Which would you like to do? Are you downgrading your next check, making
Yes.
it easier?
I think
Yeah,
that is
let's down
definitely-
Sorry,
Next
man,
one will
you
only
guys-
be
Yeah.
3. Will only be 3 purple.
Okay.
Sounds good. Excellent. So, yeah, it's out. You've got the crystal. All you have to do is leverage it in there. So your next check will be a computer's check. It's getting the crystal and won't take another mechanic check. You
My
get it in.
computer is
this will be your
pretty
calibration.
bad.
Okay. Pretty good one. Okay.
Good. Okay, calibration. So that's what you guys
I
are
just
doing
have
your next
I just have
turn.
a straight 2.
It is your turn.
It is my turn.
Do something good.
Bob
Ramsey.
is about 20 feet away from you. Last time he hit you, you felt some like an internal
she
organ
does
kind of
her
like
thing.
squish,
Yeah.
and it kind of thrust you back. And now he's settling back. He's got both his hands up in his like ready defense position. Don't try it. Oh no, I know you're gonna try it. You are the problem behind all this. She would have been having a normal life. I would have most of my face left. None of this would be a problem if it wasn't for you and your insane squirrel.
What? Why are you taking
space
this?
squirrels?
How dare she is a
Squirrel.
squirrel. A squirrel.
I don't know why I'm being insulted at this point. It was very beautiful before.
I'm gonna take so much pleasure
Wait, I failed, didn't I?
in crushing the life. Whatever fluids you have instead of blood, weird alien man, will be all over these walls.
I could have told you that.
Live.
Par
See
for the
that now.
course.
I'm probably not going to wind up making it through this fight.
No, you have to. I can't go on with just these 2 strangers.
We have to reset the timeline, and I might be alive in that other timeline.
That's true. You might be. And
So
I'm-
just make sure
tell
they
me a
succeed.
secret from your childhood, so that when I tell your other self about all of this stuff, you'll believe me. It's okay. Just go on. Just go on and fight.
You
That's
guys are
fine.
having a hush talk while you
Yeah.
see
Nope.
they're talking too.
Fight. Fight.
What do you do, Renzik?
I'm going to. There's no place for cover around here.
Just the struts. It's just like when
Nice.
they're springing Princess Leia out of the Death Star hallway.
Yeah.
There's like the struts you can get behind. That's about it.
But it wouldn't really do me much good.
If he's hitting you with the Force,
Not much.
cover may not help you at all.
Yeah. Let's attack that thing. Let's attack Bob. Let's stab Bob.
He brings both hands back into the defensive posture. Okay, so it's going to be I believe I said a red and 2 black setback. Same difficulty. Bob De Niro, and I'm really emoting his rage.
What about stabbing Bob?
What about stabbing Bob? Are we going to upgrade?
No.
Great. Well, I will.
Well, then I'll upgrade.
You already said no? Okay, I'll allow
Are you sure? Because I've been.
We'll leave it.
Are you sure? Okay.
Because it would add a green and a purple to that, right?
It would add a green and purple, yes.
That's fine. Let's leave it with the exciting yellows and reds then.
Okay. Oh, and then I get I get a boost die from.
Wait, no,
Your-
you gave 2 boosts to her.
No, to
us.
The leadership
I
check
gave them
she
one
gave
and
me-
I gave one to one.
Because she has
Leadership.
4 ranks in leadership, I get the next 4 rounds. I get the 2 more rounds
Oh,
after
God, you're
this.
inspired as hell.
Yeah,
I'm
and
super
also,
inspired.
Oh, you have 4 ranks of leadership?
yeah.
Oh, phenomenal.
Listening to her is your first mistake.
Oh, then we do get those
Okay,
dice
great.
now for
As
the
a
next
kid,
4 rounds.
I didn't like stabbing things. Oh!
But a success.
But a success.
One
With
success.
a lot of advantage.
1 success, 4 advantage.
1 success, 4 advantage. So that is not only a crit.
Oof.
Yes. Crit him so hard. I need
And
him.
on top of that, I have
Throw more on top of it.
feral strength, so that will increase the damage by 1. Lethal blows, which will add plus 10 to whatever his crit is. And yeah. So
Okay.
10 damage, breach, sunder,
Nice.
vicious 2, crit.
That's a good start.
Intense.
That's a good
This is
start.
intense.
It's
I
not
like
a bad.
this.
Okay, so it's 11, 12 damage.
14 damage.
14 damage. Right, because you brutal strength and all that.
Mm-hmm.
You stab him. What? Right through the chest.
No, I'm going for his head.
Face.
I'm going for his unarmored head.
Great. Straight on swing, stab.
Not the face.
Ready for the face. You come right in, no problem. And as you start to strike true, his hand twists upwards and twists the force pushes it just slightly out of the way. You slash through. It must be a horrible wound. Probably take off his jaw. Zara, hi. Thank you so much for the tips, man.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Your lightsaber slashes through Robert De Niro's exposed jaw, takes off the ear, and just horrible, grisly wound. Blood flowing that freely. It's cauterized, so it's
Yeah.
just horrible black
You
mass
can
of
see
flesh
his tongue
seared off.
out of
Oh,
the side of his face.
yeah,
Ooh.
totally. Just like the horrible. He's still alive. He survives that.
Yeah. I mean,
Ooh.
That's brutal. He does take the critical wound, and it's plus. What is your vicious on
plus
that?
10. Oh, it's vicious 2.
Okay.
And then I have,
Go ahead, roll that. Let's see what happens. to him.
99. 99.
68.
68.
So it's a 78?
So 78.
Oof. Rough. Target leaves himself open. He's overpowered.
Ooh.
And the attacker may immediately attempt another free attack against him.
Yes.
Using the exact same pool
Wow.
as the original attack.
Excellent. I'm also going to use
No.
strain
No.
and use, so I'm going to green.
So there's still a despair to resolve on that attack. I'm gonna,
Yes.
I'm gonna retain it for now
Okay.
I think you should.
and tell you what happens, because let's see what happens to this roll. Maybe we'll get another despair.
All right.
And then
Double despair.
double despair will
Double
happen.
crit.
Triumph.
As you come back around,
Triumph.
Double triumph.
Double triumph.
Hey.
So 1 triumph to just get rid of that despair.
Double triumph.
triumphs can't cancel out despair.
They
Beautiful.
cannot.
I
Rules are
know.
very clear about that.
But 2 triumph.
Not my night. Stormtroopers can't hit. For every despair, I get 2 triumphs come up. Out of rerolls. But Zerath's here. Hey, Zerath. That's something. That's something. Okay. Double triumph. That's pretty much. I generally give people carte blanche. I can't believe it was overpowered. Oh, that's rough.
That is so beautiful. Good job, Chart.
As
Okay.
I plunge my lightsaber through his chest,
Yeah.
pull his gaping jaw. Goes, I told you I was gonna stab you.
I never thought you meant it. and he slides backwards off of your lightsaber. Just stone cold dead. Despair. His lightsaber, which had gone through the back of his pack, the entire man's body just starts just vibrating, and then there's a massive explosion that roars through, which will hit you. So I'm going to do like a free attack against you, essentially, as this thing explodes.
That's fair.
So
15 damage.
I think it would just do a base hit against you, is what I'm thinking. Would it be, should I just roll it at his regular dice? Roll it seems weird because he's dead, but we might as well.
And I also have, 2 triumphs.
Yeah.
So that's exactly the thing. So your 2 triumphs, do you want to tell me what those are first? I don't know, I can't even think. So this disparity, this thing explodes. Because I would have had to rule on that anyway because I got these double triumphs.
That makes, I like that a lot. That's cool.
So I will make a roll to hit you and do damage against you. Would you like your triumphs to, do I even need to bother with that at this point? Because I'll roll. Let's roll.
What would make it more interesting for you, Dave?
Oh, I don't know. It's out of my hands at this point. What could I do? It's double trumps. I really give carte blanche. I would love to kill you. So if you want to lean into that. If you want to lean into that would be great.
I'll lean into mostly dead.
Mostly dead.
My double triumphs. What would be, is it okay if I ask what the base damage would be that I'd be absorbing?
10.
10.
And that ignores soak.
And that ignores soak.
Yeah, because it is a force blast.
Yeah, I would like to use my 2 advantage to protect me somehow.
Your 2
Your 2 triumphs?
My 2 triumphs.
Yeah, and so the one tricky thing is,
it shouldn't be able to negate that
yes,
effect.
exactly. It should. We need to have a narrative twist to it. Explodes.
He's way down now. He ran down to stab Bob, which we all appreciate. Could the explosion push him back up to us?
He just moonwalks him all the way back.
Or the explosion affects the other one that's in there.
I feel like
the force hits me, which then hits her, so then the crystal automatically gets
shoved into place.
So what I'm thinking is,
That's what I think.
Because what I'm thinking is that even if he loses all of his hit points out of character horn,
Yeah.
even if he loses all his hit points, he's not dead.
Right. Exactly.
Yeah,
And if he comes to us, if he can reach us unconscious, we can get him through. If you guys will get this portal going,
how about
we can get you
Here's
through.
my despair then. My despair is the explosion in this chamber while the sensitive apparatus is open.
Are you breaking our thing?
Yeah. It one of the diodes, one of the contact points, just the tip snaps off of it or something like that. It's still possible to do this whole thing, go back in time thing, but it becomes clear in order to operate this, someone will have to stay behind. That's my despair.
Oh, you bastard.
There's no way to set it on automatic now. Someone's going to have to hold down the button the whole time to keep the time portal open if you survive that long.
Okay.
So there's one person has to stay behind.
That's the despair.
That's my despair from the. That is the explosion.
That's
The explosion goes off. Not going to do damage to you. It's just a big seismic shake as this force, like a force wave, hits all of you guys. A shock wave comes through, and it strikes that sensitive apparatus, and ping, it'll break. That's my despair.
Okay.
No damage to you. You have double triumph.
I have double
Take
triumph.
out
And there's
that other
another
one.
one of these guys
Take
coming
out-
up the passage towards you.
Yes. So yeah, I would like to use my double triumph that when that thing exploded, when it exploded, it caused sections of the place to kind of collapse in front of him, and
Oh,
he's
nice.
not able to get through
Okay.
for 3 more rounds.
Okay, 3 more rounds. That sounds fair. Double trump. So what can I say? Giant beam comes crashing down. You lose sight of him. You have a window of opportunity.
Okay. Let's do this.
Okay.
Wait.
Intense. I will say, is in the destroyed remains of Bob's annihilated body, the inner workings of that, his whole apparatus is kind of blown apart, and you can see. It looks like there's organic material inside of his backpack on the back. It's almost like it was like a portable Bacta tank of some type, and kind of oozing out onto the ground is like almost like a spinal column that's been like turned into but it has like it's been like reworked with like silicone and stuff like that. So it's like the flanges come out and becomes wires and stuff like that, and it is clear they're doing some dark science.
Terrible.
Dark science here.
That could have been you with your medical test.
Probably.
Hurry up and get us out of this.
Man. Oh, that's awful.
Yeah, you get that real like ooh. Anything you felt towards the Empire kind of dissipates.
Yeah.
Okay, where are we in
These
the
guys,
order?
forget 'em.
Well, you have 3 rounds and
So
a
we're gonna-
slightly broken apparatus here.
If it's, I would like to give some more inspiring rhetoric when it's my turn.
Go ahead and roll that and just tell people how much strain they get back. I don't know, because we're out of combat here for 3 rounds.
Okay.
You guys, we're going to say it's over to you guys now. I need that computers check. It's downgraded from some triumph earlier, so we're talking 3 purple. You're helping, so we're removing 3 of those black setback.
Yep.
So it's just 3 purple. I'm sorry, a red and 2 purple.
Okay, and then we have boost die still from her
You haven't used those yet.
because she has the because she has the rounds or whatever.
4
Yeah.
rounds.
4 rounds, so we still have that.
Okay. Would you like to use them now?
Yes.
Well,
Yeah, we have
Yeah.
to because we have 4 rounds total. With
okay.
We've already done 1 round, so
Yeah.
we have 3 more rounds.
I also just rolled 3 successes on my inspiring rhetoric. Some very inspiring.
Good. What does that
Very
give? Does that give them
inspiring.
more boost?
I have no idea at this point.
No, the boost stay
I
the
don't know
same.
either. You have to look.
I think the boost stay the same. I don't know if I get or can you stack? I don't think
I'll
you
look
can
it
stack
up. I'll look it
inspiring
up.
rhetoric.
Okay, this is an important roll. So this
But we
is
can
What I'm
give it a
thinking is
strain.
the strain.
Yeah.
Yeah.
this is 1 of 3 rounds. How badly do you look, by the way? You look okay?
I'm pretty beaten up. I mean, I have 4 wounds left, and I'm down to 1 strain.
Oh,
Have some
wow.
strain.
Yeah.
Yeah,
so
you were taking hits.
Yeah.
Okay, so you're kind of limping your way in, but looking tough still.
I'm pretty punch drunk.
Well,
Yeah.
but she can remove some of that strain right
Yeah,
now.
Yes.
I'm just giving you some.
I'm gonna upgrade this too.
Have some strain.
Oh,
Redo
thank
one
you.
of these just because I can.
Okay, do
But
it.
the
And
way it
we have a
happens,
red
I
one in
tell
there,
you.
right?
Yes.
Great.
You did a good
Okay,
job.
roll that.
I'm very proud of you. You're like my cousin.
Triumph.
No! Failure.
Triumph!
Failure.
But
no!
failure.
Well, wait.
Wait.
Yes, it's a failure.
Wait. Hold on.
Yeah, because
A lot of advantage?
it cancels out, so it's technically a failure.
Yes, but you do have advantage. It looks like.
We have
It is
So it's a
fine.
failure with a triumph
and 2
Okay.
advantage.
and 2 advantage.
Oh. Well.
Failure. So the computer's check to recalibrate this thing fails.
Okay.
You've jammed this crystal in to the little connector points. Bolts of intense energy are starting to surge through it as the cycles like start syncing back up. Every time it does, like intense prismatic blasts start flaring out of this thing. So your failure, you will take damage. Both of you guys are working on it still?
Yeah.
Yes.
Both take 3 strain again.
Okay.
You guys are both like zapped by it. I did strain you before, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Great.
For the triumph. For the triumph, I feel like something about it, like, gives me a charge that I might could fix that piece that's broken. Like with the force, like I can reseal it. Like I'm even feeling a surge from the force with all the forciness going on. And I might be able to fix it so no one has to be left behind.
That's pretty good. Yes. Okay. I don't want to directly negate the choice I made.
The despair.
But
That's
I will
true.
say,
Okay.
I will say, I do like some. I like the force angle. So I will say that what you could do is you think you could use the force to hold it as you go through the portal.
Okay. Okay.
If you roll,
Roll correctly.
you have to roll for it.
Okay.
If the dark side point comes up, then
That's
you get cut in half as the portal closes, or whoever's the last person through. If you succeed,
Oh, jeez.
you get through.
okay.
Or something
Okay.
along those lines.
Wow.
We'll see what happens when it happens.
Wow.
Okay.
Does
Okay.
that sound good?
Yeah, that does.
So you're like, yes, the force. Okay, I could just.
But even if you get through and you're cut in half, just throw in some Bacta, you're good to go.
Yeah. No.
Maybe, and if it's an
Yeah.
alternate universe, maybe you can find me
Well,
later.
Darth Maul you get those spider legs.
Cut in half. Cut in half laterally. I think so. You'd have to get
okay, so it's
cybernetic
over.
the left half of your body.
Okay.
You're half C-3PO, half human after that.
Okay.
Pretty cool character. Okay. That. So that was the failure. That was the triumph. And do you have advantage? You have advantage.
Advantage. Can
You have what, 2?
I think so. 1, 2, 3.
Yeah, we have 2 advantage, 2 advantage, 1
You
failure.
just want to turn that into boost?
So yeah.
Okay, that I think just is 1 boost.
Yeah.
For your next roll,
next roll.
same difficulty. You start to hear the crunk, crunk, crinking sound of the debris starting to get shifted and moved. No sign of them yet, but they're clearly pushing hard. You've got 2 more rounds before they push through.
I'd like to do another round of inspiring rhetoric.
Roll it up. Tell everybody how much strength they get back. You guys, go ahead with same difficulty. Are you going to upgrade and we'll do the same flippies?
Yes.
Flippy
So-
flippies.
Yes,
And then,
Success.
but we also get to add
So
one more
2 more
boost die to
strength.
it because
2 more
of the
strength.
advantages.
There you go.
Okay, and then this boost.
That's just from ours, but then I'm going to put mine in there as well.
Okay.
So do we get another boost
Yes,
die then?
because I have a boost die technically as well, but I'm using my turn to help you, so
Okay.
it's up to him. But can I throw my boost die?
yeah, I
in?
think so. Since you're
yeah.
you're
Okay.
so concentrated. So this is I believe that's it then.
Well,
2
no,
boosts?
there's
Is it one more
there's
boost?
your boost, my boost, and then the boost from the advantage. So there's 3. There should be 3 boost die.
Okay, sounds good.
Okay.
There we go. Do it.
Okay.
Okay. You get in there. So back to the
Alright, buddy.
computer. You're basically waiting for these cycles to come around, and you're just trying to find the right hertz. How many hertz is it?
1.21 gigawatts.
It's
Hit 88 miles per hour.
Do it!
Oh my gosh.
That is a success.
Oh.
Yes, 1 success. So
Yeah.
these
Barely.
Just barely.
these are canceled
Nicely
out.
done.
Thanks for all your boost die.
Bam. There we go. Yeah, 1 success. George, 2 success, 1 advantage.
2 success, 1 advantage. Great. You get. Yes, it was 1.21. The energy pulses that start going through sync up, so it starts just like flaring like over and over like a strobe, almost like generating this intense, rapidly flashing prismatic light that fills the entire thing. That was your second check since the collapsed, right? So
Yes. Yeah, one
one round, like you see one of the girders just starts to like force levitate up.
Wait, didn't they do a
Just
check
pushed away.
before
Clunk,
the
clunk,
thing
clunk.
fell down?
We failed one of them though.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay, you've synced it up. You've got it all set. We need one last check. This is how to prime and fire this thing. It's an education check.
Okay. Education. All right. What's your education?
I have no formal education.
You're
But you had
The Empire wouldn't allow you to go to school.
Oh.
Yeah.
I was well.
I have all
schooled.
these.
Oh my
I have
God.
all these
I
stipends.
did not mean
for,
to choose ones that you were well schooled in. Yeah,
Did you
I
accidentally
did.
choose
Did I
what
say
she's good at?
education? I meant lore. I already said education, so we'll stick with
Okay,
that.
so I've got this. So we're still. What are we dealing?
4
now?
purple. You.
And I think it's been 3, so I think we're out of boost die.
We had an advantage last time though. Would we be able to
Yeah.
spend that advantage on a boost die for this one? For this round, the
Can I
advantage from
read?
our last round.
Can I re-up?
Yeah, as you can see, how many advantages
You
do
could,
Okay,
yeah.
we had
Well,
round one
did you
advantage?
re-up
One's
last
not
time?
enough.
Okay.
I've been
It's enough to get
I've been
one
doing
strain back
inspiring
if you
rhetoric
want.
rhetoric
Oh.
each round.
Yeah,
Okay.
boost
I'm
strain.
restoring his strain.
Yeah.
But you're all there listening to
But
me.
if you have successes, you can give us boost die.
Yeah, I've been getting successes.
Okay. Oh,
Okay.
so you've
Then
got some boost
You
die.
said that we couldn't stack. That's why I wasn't telling you about it.
Okay, yeah.
Oh.
But we're out now, so
They're
then you
out
could
now.
apply
Okay.
it to
So
us.
so you're there the whole time as you guys are doing it.
I'm like, go, do it.
Yes.
So 2.
I'm inspiring.
we have 2.
I'm so beautiful.
Since you don't have any training in education,
Nope. So
so unfortunately you're not able to take away
Okay.
the setback
So-
dice that
Yeah.
he was helping you with before.
Yeah, I
You're
have
just kind of
no-
like, ugh.
yeah, I
Would you be doing something else with your turn? Because you know if she fails on this, this guy is coming through and he's going to crush all over your heads, or he's going to try to with the force. That's 50 feet behind you at a partially collapsed passageway. Are you sticking with her to help her out? Are you going posting up somewhere else? And what are you two doing?
I'm gonna do
you're
inspiring
right there
rhetoric.
helping the hell out of her.
I'm still inspiring the rhetoric.
No, yeah, I'm gonna
Is
help
there
as best I
anything
can.
Renzik can do in terms of the force in helping her out?
Yeah.
Yes. Well, yes,
Yeah.
definitely. If you're using the force, how would you be using the force in this case? I mean, I think your manipulation check, your ability would make sense
Yeah.
if you could think
Yeah.
of some way to tell her how to use it. And
Yeah.
that would allow you to add a force die to this.
I don't know what to make of that on an inspiration.
I think unfortunately for when, I think it's almost purely mechanical for those checks. I think it just counts as, we'll call it a success and an advantage because I'll be nice.
Okay.
Yes, sorry. So if you can think of a way that you could be coaching Issa
Yes.
on this to inspire her to use her force, then I will allow force die on this.
Yes. Clear your head. Forget everything that's going on around you.
Done.
It's easy for him. He had no
I'm
education.
sorry, I got you mad.
When I was in the Clone Wars, I had to learn most of my abilities out in the field as a Padawan. Many of those times were surrounded by scores of battle droids firing at us. There's no way we could have survived if we weren't able to keep our heads clear. You have a way with machines. You achieve that calmness when you interact with machines. This is your time. This is your destiny.
I like it.
You feel inspired.
All right, yeah. 'cause
Sounds
we're
like-
surrounded by the awesomest of machines anyway right now. Okay.
You are one with this machine.
So it's the control panel now. So this is basically the priming. The crystal's in. It's pulsing at the right speed. This is just like, this is you doing like the boop, 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 and you're actually going to fire this generator's beam.
Okay.
And it is going to, you realize, it is basically what it'll do is it will fire up or down or from somewhere. This chamber that you're in, strike the crystal, and hopefully open a portal.
I just like that the Empire's big death machine is essentially powered by an escape room.
They always are, yeah. They're never really well thought through. So, where was I going with that? I forget. Yes, okay, so this is your education check. This is, you basically have to figure out exactly the right buttons and switches to hit in the right order. So yes, that makes sense for a manipulation check. You feel inspired, you're feeling this oneness with the machines. Go ahead and take a force die. So as usual, you can use your light side points as light side points, your dark side points will count as failures, basically light side points as successes.
Okay.
Unless you want to tap into the dark side. We'll get into that later.
Yeah.
Ooh, that's a lot of failure. Couple success. 4 success composed by 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 failure.
Wow.
And your dark side point. So once again, the only thing swaying you is if you want to, for the 3rd time, tap into the dark side. I think this is your 3rd time for your character in the
And overall,
Yeah, it is the 3rd time
overall.
for the character.
which is always a momentous time. So if you tap into the dark side, it works. And if you don't, then it fails. And as the instructor here, I don't know. I think maybe you would have the final say if she goes light or dark.
I do feel like I'm definitely like,
Yeah, you're looking to. You can see it. It's failing. It's not quite working, and it's.
Yeah, we're not recreating this world with the dark side.
okay. And then I'm like, okay.
You hit the wrong buttons. Energy is starts flaring out of the front of this machine in some wild ways. And there's like a thrum of energy that comes up this entire shaft with a. Everybody take 3 strain damage.
Okay.
Not reduced by soak, just as like an intense static electrical surge washes over you.
And Renzik is out.
Really? Wasn't she giving you some strain back?
She did, but she gave me. Wait, how much strain did she give me the last time? 3. It was 3. Okay, no,
three
I
of
still have
them.
1 strain.
You have 1.
still have
Oh,
one
that's
strain.
too bad. I wish
I've
you
been
were
feeding
out.
you strain.
I wish you were out because it would've been-
like
Have you?
for 3 rounds.
Have you been?
Yeah.
I
you
only
been
saw
telling him?
one of the rolls.
What?
Yeah.
No, every time, all 3 of those rounds, I was rolling
Okay.
and I was giving you strain. You
How
should
much
have,
strain
like,
did you give him?
I don't know now. I kept telling him.
So let's say it was
It was
2.
like-
4 sounds
We'll
good.
say
4
yeah.
sounds good.
No, it was more than 4. It was like
So-
3,
How
4
about-
each time.
Well, okay, and so let's say, and then.
Well, yeah, it's the number of advantages each round.
Yeah.
So say you had,
Okay.
let's say you had 8,
Okay, cool.
and then take 3 out of that. So
Awesome.
we'll put you on to 5.
It was so inspiring.
I'm so sorry. I was
It's
just
okay.
so used to being inspired, it wound up just making me numb to it.
The rest of the debris is shoved out of the way, just invisibly by an invisible hand, just slamming it to the side of the passageway. And the second force trooper
Oh dear.
comes striding up. He's got the full helmet in place, so we don't even get to see who this cool guy is.
It's not that cool.
He's probably a really cool guy, though.
It's
Yeah.
He's just the cool guy.
B-1B, the clone of Bob. Bib. Takes it off as Robert De Niro. They never stopped the cloning process over here, son. We all hate you. No, that's too much. Helmet still on, simply strides into the passageway and is ready to crush you guys. But that his turn was moving that out of the way. That's his full 3 turns of moving it back to the top of the order.
Yeah. Can you talk at us?
Oh, inspire?
Yeah.
No, here's
Or
my
does that
thing.
know?
Mechanically, at this point, because the check is educational and I'm
Yeah.
adding setback die, am I actually doing anything?
No, not
helpful?
really. I don't think you can aid her at this point because
Okay.
you're not trained in education at all.
So take the setback die out. I'm gonna not.
Well, no, you're not even
or-
adding it. Those are just the ones she gets from
Okay.
You're just not
being in a
removing them.
high-pressure
If-
situation.
If he just helps, it's a boost. It's just a boost. If
Yeah.
he's using his turn to
Yeah.
just
Sure,
help
okay.
her, it's, yeah.
Good point.
Yeah.
Okay, so you can add a boost to that if you're just hanging by them. And
Just like
Being like, what about that?
I'm literally like
What about that?
I'm sticking like a screwdriver in like one end and another in there, and I'm like
okay.
twisting them. I'll take some shock damage if need be. Whatever I need to do to help.
Okay, I will also say if you could take strain damage for her if that became
Yeah.
necessary. If it became necessary.
Okay, cool.
Which
Like I'm
may-
already taking the strain because I'm right there getting shocked anyway.
Okay, so order, we started with you guys at the top, I
I
think?
think
Because you guys are giving strain,
Yes.
unless there's
So-
anything else you're doing. So go ahead and make this check. If this succeeds, this portal will open and you'll have a chance to get through it before the guy gets to you. If this fails, you're going to have a round of getting
Try, yeah.
smashed.
I know. Is this the force die?
Are you using, oh yes,
Still doing this or no?
what happened? You succeeded. Because you gave into the, what
Light- no,
happened?
she didn't.
No, we had
she
the light
didn't roll that
side.
yet?
We
No,
chose not
remember,
to.
I
Sorry,
told
I'm so
her.
tired.
No,
Yeah, no, it's all right.
I
She
told,
failed because
yeah.
she wouldn't go to the dark side.
Yeah.
You failed it.
Yeah.
That's right. That's right. How meaningful.
Yeah.
So you back off from it. You know you could have done it. You just wasn't that guy. You hear that, of course, that cackling voice in the back of your head going again, going, oh, you know, it's futile.
If I survive this, Fitzcack, I'm going to figure out a way to pull you out of my skull
Ball gag.
and stab you so many times in the ball gag.
That's right.
Bing,
Killing.
bang,
That's the
right
answer
in
to
the ball
everything.
gag.
I'm gonna trade out one of
Your
these.
violence is always the path to light.
She's lawyered me.
Are you going to try and force it up again? I will let you take it again because that was a good inspiring speech. You know how to do it now, and you know it's not like I want you to follow the dark side or anything. But
Yeah, definitely.
Let's do.
she's doing it.
Yes.
This has been
Light
very dramatic.
side.
Light
Go for it.
side triumph. Light side triumph. Light side
Triumph, light side
If
triumph.
you fail, he's just going to pass out for real. There's the dark side point coming up again. Dark side loves twisting you.
But it looks like a success.
It does look like a success.
Oh my god.
Yeah, I think.
Even with the dark side?
Yes.
Yes. Oh, it's a ton of success.
Yep.
Finally, because I only have 3 failure to 4, 5 success.
Dark side,
Woohoo,
but still
5
success. Dark side,
success.
but still success.
Yes.
And no advantage or threat.
Yay, better try.
Everything powers down. There's this massive surge of green light that comes coursing up the shaft and strikes that generator at the end. Conduits flare to life and drive like 6 conduits suddenly turn bright green and slam an insane amount of energy right into the crystal. Blam! That's the sound. Boom! The portal rips open in time and space, and a shimmering, prismatic, oval-shaped portal rips open, just hovering there in front of you. Mist almost just billowing out of it. The force trooper continues to stomp down the passageway towards you guys.
Did we determine that the last person in,
Has to be holding the button.
the last person
Maybe
has to have a button?
Should be.
But it has to be someone who's force sensitive, which is either you
Me.
or I would say, since you guys both have the move ability, and it's
Yeah.
I said it was kind of button holding, it could be either of you. So what do you have to? Who's the first through? First through. You guys are just staring at this.
I say, come with us, but I've got to go. Woo!
You see her hit it, and then she like freezes for a moment and then is kind of red shifted, like you just see like 1,000 after
I'm
images.
going back to being a supermodel.
And then it's gone. Next.
Z-Tech, go to a better place, man, where they're not racist. Alienist, go.
Scarves and no racism.
You gave up so much. You go before me.
Thank you, noble, sexy sea creature.
Still dripping in poodoo, or I guess the
Yes.
poodoo is crusted probably.
Yeah,
on
yeah.
overalls.
The
That
shock
would fit
has
long enough.
like it's crystallized it almost.
Stiff corduroy covered in poodoo. Leap in, same thing. And it's a really cool effect as you're stretched out and then snaps away and gone through the portal.
Ooh, nice.
It's just a whoa, pulsating sound. You still got your finger on the button, Issa?
I've killed a lot of people with the stuff I've done.
I've killed a lot of people with the stuff I've done.
Natural pair.
Yeah. Listen, I got this dark side wench in my head. It's a whole complicated thing. So if anybody's gonna risk anything, it should be me. You get over there and use your powers for good.
I feel like the Force brought you here for a reason. And maybe it still has something to do for you. Or you for it.
Well, if it did, wouldn't I just be resetting everything? New Alderaan, if it exists in whatever we're creating, needs defenses. All I can do is stab stuff.
Clang.
Crap.
Guys, close you guys.
Yeah. We don't got time to talk about this, sister.
I'm like, oh,
You hear
Okay,
that? You both pick up
okay.
that like high pitched sound of it. Sounds like extremely high level. It's either something charging up or someone screaming at an extremely
Okay.
high pitch.
So I rolled my move.
Who's going through first?
She is.
I'm going through first.
Yeah.
Issa jumps in. Okay, so you're standing there. All you have to do, you're holding it.
Lights
You
on,
get
lights
closer to
on,
the
lights on,
portal.
lights on, lights on,
Thing
lights on.
reaches back to slam into you. I wish I had my reroll now.
Oh man.
This is what I should have saved it for. Okay, so if it's a dark side point, the portal essentially shuts before you can get through, and you never manage to make it.
Oh.
That makes up everything for me today.
Oh.
Are you cut in half? Or are you just you can? I mean, that's too mean. It's a dark side point, but you leap for the portal, and as you finally feel the force fail you, the last moment, and the cackling laughter of Fizzcack in your head. Oh, you're the failure I always knew you were. You're dead. You're dead, Renzik.
And you with me.
And you guys don't see what happens to Renzik, I guess. You guys go through and you just see Renzik's silhouette there for a second, and then the portal just vanishes behind you guys. And for a moment, you're just moving through light and space. Just like from lightness that's streaming you towards. It's like you're going through hyperspace almost. It's this strange tunnel of light and color that you're surging through, and we don't see what happens to Renzik, I guess. He gets cut off in that timeline, possibly crushed to death by a force trooper, possibly.
Possibly.
Surrounded by thousands of dead stormtrooper bodies as he cuts his way to the surface and escapes somewhere else, possibly a worse fate. We don't know. Tortured by the Emperor. Doesn't maybe even matter, because that timeline ceases to exist as the three of you come snapping out. Early dawn. Just the first lightness of day starting to dawn,
Oh God.
coming up into the sky on the most
Where are we? Do people know me here?
beautiful planet that you two have ever seen. Starts to
my God.
illuminate the blue sky, rosy-fingered dawn, the golden sun.
It's really fresh.
Oh God, the air is sweet. The beautiful green rolling fields of grass with all sorts of wildflowers that pop up, and little bumbling space bees buzzing around somewhere in the distance.
The sky cows.
Gently, a herd of 4 or 5 sky cows up above, just lit up where they are up above, are kind of lit up by the rosy pinkish hues of the sun. 4 or 5 pastel sky cows just as they just kind of gassily swim their way between beautiful skyscrapers that stand up around you guys. The way the city integrates nature and peace and beauty is exceptional.
Just a bunch of socialists here, I bet.
Lots of unions.
Yeah.
Lots of unions.
I'm like, oh, it's so beautiful.
So happy.
It's incredible. When there's happy people moving around, you do not see any statue of the emperor. You see gorgeous palaces and natural features. You're standing, as you start to get senses for the 3 of you, in the glass-walled atrium of some sort of large civic structure.
Only a few minutes have passed, and already 5 people have come up and bathed me in scarves.
So many scarves.
Where's your scarf, brother? Sisters, brothers. Come, a new last one here. Take our scarves. Yes, scarves.
Thank you.
There's a scarf. No scarves. So a couple figures do show up. A man wearing a seems like a police uniform with kind of a Lebowski-esque vibe.
Mm-hmm.
Like, whoa, man, where do you guys come from? You weren't here a minute ago.
We weren't. No, we came from the darkest timeline.
Oh, we'll live it.
I'm home.
And we brought a star!
I am home. Oh, hello. I remember you. Do you remember me? I don't know what day is it? What is the date? What is the start?
Let me check my watch. Oh, wow, you know what today is? It's the 2,500th anniversary of the founding of the Alderaan Republic.
We can still stop it.
The very morning
Yes.
of the Death Star attack on Alderaan. The very time that you
Yes.
showed up on
Before,
Alderaan.
and we screwed up. And that means that I know where Renzik is. He's drunk in an alley. And that's where, and I also know, I'm getting very cockney now. That's not glamorous, hold on. I'm very glamorous.
Well, you're always glamorous.
Thank you so much. I know where Renzik is. He's drunk in an alley. We'll find him.
You know Renzik?
Yes.
We've been trying to get that drunk to say something. Yeah, we've got him down in the holding cell.
It's time to go find Renzik.
Oh my
And then
god, you
it's-
could clear up so much. We were just trying to get Squatch Geode on the line, but I guess there's no need for that now.
And then we must go immediately to the palace. Wait,
These are friends of yours?
yes?
We're friends?
Don't get too
you're
excited.
my friend?
I'm very famous in this
Wait a
timeline.
minute.
Congratulations.
No, hang on. I've got to ask you some questions.
No, you don't.
What?
Well, she's wearing stormtrooper armor.
We just escaped from stormtroopers.
Yeah, I'm not a stormtrooper. I'm just a weapons scientist.
Yeah, she's a little short for a stormtrooper.
Also,
There's no weapons scientist on Alderaan.
Oh, maybe you need one. I can build lots of weapons for you guys.
I've never heard a more insulting thing in my life.
I'll take her aside.
You're a pacifist.
You don't understand the culture here.
Would you want to kill things? I don't know.
No. The culture here
you guys
is
are gonna have
the
to talk.
opposite of that. We'll talk it all out. What I need to know now is I need to be taken to Renzik, and I need to go
Okay,
directly
all
to
right.
Commander, what's her
Walks
name's
for
got,
the-
and we need to send a message to the rebels, and all kinds of things need to be done. I know this list. It's
I'll
all
drive.
over.
Anything you want a little bit. But there's someone who wants to, I think, talk with you too. Yeah, okay, I just better get the statements because Commander Walksworthy
wants-
gets really upset. Come, just follow me.
Commander Foxworthy again.
Walksworthy.
Foxworthy.
Gets upset when I just let everyone go who shows up mysteriously and without me taking some sort of information down. But I said, what are they
Time.
going to do, rob a bank? Not likely. Come on.
Time is of the essence.
It is, right? Because we don't want to miss the big celebration tonight. All right, man, come on. Leads you down like a very nice stairwell that's all well lit, and there's all big murals and frescoes on all the
Gag
walls.
is coming.
Lots of public art.
Wow.
Awkward public art or good
Down to
public
a lower level, and okay, this is the one, Renzik, I think you said. Kind of like a sexy fish man.
Sexy fish man, that's my man.
Yeah.
That
Slides
sounded
open
weird.
the little slidey thing in the
Yeah,
door.
we're cousins.
We're
Sitting
cousins. It's disgusting.
drunk I think I said shirtless originally, but I don't know. Are you have a shirt
Yeah,
on?
I was shirtless.
Yeah.
Fish abs.
Oh, it's about time to
You
put
know.
abs in this one. I'm
Yeah,
glad there's
he's
some
got-
abs in this one.
Yeah, he's got abs.
About time.
Looking ripped. Sitting there by himself, visibly hungover in a little cell is Renzik. He's there.
Renzik!
I run up and give him a hug.
Oh, hey, let me.
Don't
Don't open the door without my. Oh, man. This is why I
We
got a
just
lock.
open
So you
doors.
just open the door. I'm supposed to use the key card. I'm going to get so much trouble. You
Yeah,
guys run in.
I pick it.
Okay.
These two weird aliens, or
Yeah.
an alien and then a stormtrooper, run in and hug you.
Yeah.
You really should take off that stormtrooper armor.
Renzik!
What the? Who are you?
You don't know me because you sacrificed yourself for me. I know that makes no sense, but I don't care. And then I hug him again.
No, I'm your I'm your Padawan.
Flakes like poodoo are coming
Your
off.
Padawan. I'm your Padawan.
Renzik, I'm about to tell you things from your past that only someone who knows you really well would know.
Great, yeah, perfect. And I think that is the perfect moment to pull out, and then the to be continued Back to the Future plot pops up on the screen. It's not about you, Renzik. It's about your kids, Renzik. Your kids are in trouble. Yeah, Huey Lewis soundtrack. How is Huey Lewis not a suggestion that we've had to show up in this yet? Guys, okay, great. So we'll leave it there. So we have one more big session coming up after this, which is you are now back on the day that Alderaan was destroyed. The point where timelines diverged.
It's time to try this again.
You know who caused it. You know where
Ball
she...
gag.
And you think
We know where she is.
Well, you know where she will
and we know
be.
what kills her. Guns.
Your one weakness.
There's one thing you forgot.
Like the main, it's kind of the main weakness.
We've got guns.
Everyone's main.
This game brought to you by the NRA. The only thing that stops a bad guy with a blaster, a good guy
Yeah,
with a blaster.
two more blasters. Yeah.
Several blasters.
Teachers carrying blasters.
Yeah.
No.
No, we're not
I have no formal education.
Frag grenades.
Yeah,
Frag
maybe.
grenades are not
We're in a
politically
much better.
charged.
We're pretending to be in a much better world where there's an evil emperor in charge of everything.
Yeah, we're out of that. We're out of that world, and we're into the Alderaan, where
Super peaceful.
everyone's pacifist, and they go, "No, man, it's impossible to simultaneously prepare for and prevent war. You know, like we need to make the efforts. There's that kind of thing."
Amazing.
Yes. So you guys are there. Your minds are blown. Renzik's there, but does not know anything that happened before.
No.
So yeah. So did you succeed? Did you lose? We'll find out.
We'll find out.
Next time. The despairs really left me down this time. I had a good feeling at the start of this
many
session, and then so many tries.
I know.
So
It was
many
like
trials.
at least once it won a turn, right?
Yeah.
We
It was-
failed upwards.
So next Thursday, guys, come back for the series finale for Never Tell Me the Odds to see what happens on Back to Alderaan. Tune in any day of the week, though, on Saving Throw for great content. For example, tomorrow night is, it must be Wild Cards, right? Still going. Okay, good. Wild Cards is still on, which is our amazing Weird West game that is DM'd or marshaled, they say in that game, by Jordan Kellerman, who's amazingly talented, and they have a great cast and awesome props, and everyone's dressed up. Not like this game where I was like, I'll get them out of this first room. No, we'll stay in this room and we'll fight. And it worked out pretty damn well. That was good. It was cool to see a Jedi in action.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Inspiring Jedi.
Yeah.
That was oof.
Yeah.
I'm
So
I'm
much
looking forward
Jedi.
to next game. This will be interesting to see where things come from. Maybe you will be the teacher.
Yeah.
What?
Because you've lost all of
Wait,
your...
who had the lightsaber, by the way? Did you still had your lightsaber?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Wait, now you have the broken lightsaber.
I had the broken lightsaber.
that hasn't been repaired yet. You also haven't had that realization about
The light in the dark.
light in the dark really being this thing. You still think the Force is kind of a crock of crap at this point.
Actually,
And
I
you're
do have a
super
question.
alcoholic.
Am I Renzik that has been teleported from Alderaan, New Alderaan, or am I Renzik from like before even New Alderaan?
Time travel's so complicated.
It really
this
is.
this must
lose
be
all your
Renzik who
experience
was
points.
transported from New Alderaan
Okay.
to the young body, which I believe means there's another version of
Little Ibbot.
Lil Ibbot running around in this timeline as well.
Oh man.
Oh dear.
Yes.
Two little Ibbits.
I know. Well,
The
what could
world
possibly,
is too lucky.
what could possibly happen if two little Ibbits got into the same room together? Surely their egos wouldn't clash.
There wouldn't be enough room in the room.
Especially if
no.
one was covered in slime. I don't know.
Oh no.
May not be enough room in the whole galaxy. for two
Listen,
little
here's the
Ibbits.
other thing too: is the original Lil Ibbit had like friends who were in the Empire because she was playing both sides, but the new Lil Ibbit is like, "F that,
Yeah.
monkeys! I will monkey all over you, poo!"
And will this new timeline match up to the timeline that you expected it to be? Let's find out next week, Thursday night, 8 p.m. Pacific. Thanks so much for tuning in, guys. You've been watching Saving Throw, the channel where it's
Grrr to be a nerd.
Terrible catchphrase.